All right.
Hey,
Yeah. Hey guys. Welcome back to AsiaFortress. Some of you have come from the in-game announcement, of course. Big shout out to Valve for that, helping us. But yeah, today we have United Beasts versus Hong Hat Buff. This is, of course, our lower bracket finals. Whoever loses this, um, they go home, pretty much. They're already at home, but they exit the tournament. This is a pretty big match. Of course, the top two in Invite stay in Invite, so this is a very big match for both teams. If they do lose this, they have to requalify next season. So it's a fairly big match. I think both teams are fairly close in terms of skill. We've seen United Beasts take a lot of games by an upset. So, of course, United Beasts are the underdog here. I'll be interested to see if they can upset Hong Hat Buff in this match because this is pretty close. We've seen SNL play against Hong Hat Buff, but and of course Hong Hat Buff taking down SNL, but it was not easy. But further down in the lower bracket, we did see United Beasts taking out SNL pretty swiftly, so we could see a potentially very close game here in our lower bracket. Of course, I am joined here today by Time and Roll. Time, of course, most of the games has we've casted most of the United Beasts games together. Very surprising upset on Beef Boys throughout the tournament. Just constant upsets. And I think you've seen the interview just now. JR has said a huge part of that is their coach Ifan helping them with strategy, and we can kind of see that in organized play. So whether they clutch it out, whether they can outstrat Hong Hat Buff, we have to see. Of Hong Hat Buff, of course, they have much stronger deathmatch abilities. We've seen them come toe-to-toe and beating Xiao out on one of the points on products. So this is, of course, a very, very deathmatch heavy team. I think it'll be very interesting to see how the first mid goes. Of course, our first map here is Process. Very staple map, really. We've seen really fast processes. We've seen 10-minute process games. We've seen 70-minute process games. We've seen everything here in the upper and lower brackets of AsiaFortress. So, we can kind of move on to talk about the teams that we have today on the side of United Beasts. Of course, hello, Time. Welcome. Welcome
Hello.
to the cast.
Right. Okay. So for United Beasts, we do have Scouts, Caldos, and CJ31. For their soldiers, we have Avon and Striker, JR as demo, and Winter for their medic. A very solid roster, a very good showing versus the team that they defeated. Uh, CJ31 and Caldos doing a lot of work as scouts, shutting down Alpi and Starry. And we've seen Avon and Striker going for a bunch of plays, especially Striker with his Highlander strats, pl- um, with his Highlander strats here in sixes. You know the spy plays, the
We've
heavy
seen a
plays.
spy, of course.
Of course. And Winter unable to be touched by um the soldiers of the other team. He has amazing surfing and great dodging capabilities. So a very solid showing and roster for United Beasts.
I think for sure we
For
need to take a look at JR here because you know we had him on the interview. He said he's gonna show us some sticky bomb action. He's of course been playing for the game for over 10 years now, so we could see some unconventional traps,
traps. I
unconventional
am
kites.
excited for this actually because like I feel like the longer you've played competitive, the better you are as a demo man. Because for me, I think that demo man is the most difficult class to play because it requires the most experience. And since JR is the man with the time, I think he'll have these unconventional traps probably better than Bannies, who never will never know.
Yeah, and I think CJ and Caldos as well, they were critical in their win against Beef Boys.
Mm-mm.
CJ and Caldos completely shutting out LP and Hellstar on both maps. So they're pretty core to the team. They're not a flashy player. They're not people like Adam that just kind of run in and kill people. They're very disciplined scouts. They take care of their medic. They make it really hard for Winter to die. And Winter, of course, coming in with, those crazy, crazy surf we saw on Snakewater, on Process last game.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it'll be a very interesting match to see. Of course, like this discipline is what you need against a strong DM team, right?
Yep.
DM teams, we didn't play the Zeiss interview yet, but he was saying, their plan this game is to disrespect United Beast, go
Ooh.
in with that
Now
damage.
that
So
is
yeah,
something to see.
exactly. So we'll see if CJ and Kaldos can kind of counter that mentality coming out from Hong Hat Buff. But of course, Going to the Hong Hat buff rosters here, we have Zeist on Pocket Scout, Starling on Flank Scout, Sean and Hong on the Soldiers, Lego on Demo Man, and Farn on Medic. So Lego, of course, we saw him play against Xiao. Amazing showing from his demo. Bombs in, gets tree.
He doesn't
almost
care.
every
He
fight.
gets three. Yeah, yep.
He is. Lego
He is the GOAT.
Yeah,
He is the GOAT.
And of course, Altaria with huge bombs with Sean. Good synergy there, even against Xiao, the top team.
Yep.
So very interested to see what they can come up with. Zeiss and Starling, very solid core. We saw both of them really doing bits on product. Of course, Starling going in, killing tree on scout, closing out product, one of the points at least against arguably the best team in the league. So I think it'll be very interesting to see how they play. Very DM heavy team. Whether they might take it a more methodical approach against United Beast as we go throughout the series, I'm not sure. Of course, first map pick is Process. Hong Hat buff is the one that picked the map, so we expect them to win, of course. And I think I've talked to Hong Hat buff, and they said if they do win Process, they fully expect United Beast to play Gully Wash. And the reason for that is United Beasts have just been destroying on Gully Wash. Their soldiers are so strong on Gully Wash. Gully Wash, of course, is a soldier-centric map.
Very heavy soldier map.
Exactly. And they've just been dominating on this Gully Wash in scrims. Even in matches, we saw them. That was one of the original maps that they won on before they dropped to the lower bracket. So, of course, it's their best map. From what I hear from Hong Hat buff, they're not very confident on Gully Wash, so they might give Gully Wash up. We could see a 3-game series on our hands here, because of course both teams are very strong on their individual maps. I'm very interested to see what the third map will be. Of course, if Hong Hat does pick product, we have Kaldos on Sniper, so we might see some Sniper action on Koff. Very interesting series we have on our hands, potentially very close as well.
And thank you for the roadmap there, Time and Vytal. Y'all have been excellent. We're going to be locking it into this next mid, the first mid. Hong, the eponymous Hong of the Hong Hat buff, is quick to steal the pack of the Demo Man, who's now getting a little bit of pressure on the left side here. The soldiers on Hong Hat buff have completely knocked out these players. Avon taking a lot of damage here. Might fall, and Sean just snooping around. These scouts are now finally taking the high ground, trying to move in, get some more room for the Demo Man. Lego is shooting on the left side, but they don't have enough openings, so they have to back out. And the red team, that's the United Beasts, try to go in for a play on the escape, but they got the kill instead, and now are pushing forward, getting some good damage onto the Demo Man. JR goes down, and now Blue is ready. Hong Hat buff rushing to the opposing choke, pushes the medic out of the way, and does an excellent job of securing this mid fight for their team. Whew, what was there? What was that?
Yeah, you see that initial aggression there from the side of Hong Hat buff being punished very heavily by this defensive play from UB, but we see UB pushing in again here.
Looks like Red do force Uber here. Even trying to go for more, but Sean nearly goes down to that. That looks like oh wait, they will be able to hold mid here. Farm with the full Uber ad. It looks like they're going to be taking this all the way to second.
Yeah, that was an ambitious Uber coming out from Winter, trying to get in and get the force, but it's really hard to close that gap, and now the counter Uber's coming in. Farn doing a really good job of just sending the scout into rollout, only just picking up a scout kill in the process, as the name goes.
That is a very quick second take here for Hong Hat buff. Very good play for Farn.
Yeah, very aggressive space taking there, coming from IT, taking the Uber through, chasing all the way deep into 2, and then managing to pick off players here. So this looks pretty good for the side of Hong Hat buff, but of course Red still has the ad, so they're playing a bit slow. Of course taking a more methodical approach to pushing in this last. You can't just slam your head into a wall and expect to be able to push in here. So Hong Hat buff forced to slow down. So we'll see how they take this.
And United Beasts are falling behind in the Uber advantage, so if they opt for it, and they are getting the buffs out, starting to make their way in through lobby here, this Uber could potentially close that gap, go straight to last. We'll see how it initiates right now, going in through the 5th door of lobby. They're opting which way to go. Finally they decide. Scout goes straight on the soldier, jumps away, makes the escape. Sentry gun finally falls down on the right side here with a stray rocket from Sean, but the Uber is ready to come out from Winter. They're jumping straight to the point and defending it nicely. Heavy on the respawn as well. It's not going to be anything, but Sean is causing some havoc on the backlines. We'll see what happens. No medic for the Hong Hat buff
He's trying to
team.
jump out, but gets taken down by CJ. Great double kill from CJ. They're running all the way to second now. Looks like this will be a second take for United Beasts. What a hold.
Yeah, that gun doing so much. You see that denying most of the Uber, kind of pushing a demo man back. They weren't able to break it that early, so yeah, they kind of do drain the Uber out from the side of Hong Hat Puff.
I'm trying to see. Do you think they're gonna be running any weird picks here, like perhaps sniper or spy? It looks like.
I think on the first map, I think they probably they keep it usual. You know, they keep it to the usual sexes classes. Of course, we have our scouts, our soldiers, our demos, and our medics. But there's always that potential to see Kados maybe help on the sniper. But I think they're saving that for later maps. Of course, the loser gets to pick the second map. So Hong Hat
Well,
Puff.
about
chilling.
even Ubers here. I'm sure they're just gonna wait for their sack here, but I'm excited to see who's gonna sack first. It should probably be United Beasts though. But oh, here we go. It looks like Hong is pushing forward, trying to get the demo man. JR does go down. Hong goes down as well. Zeiss is trying to push Avon out.
Big advantage.
But yeah, they can push this all the way. Avon goes down to Zeiss. Zeiss is going for more here. He's looking for a Striker. Striker runs down really low. Looks like Zeiss will chase him. But
bomb from
CJ31 goes
Avon.
down as well. It's a cleanup. Kaldos is going for more here, but Hong Hat Buff has the full Uber ad. They're gonna lose second again.
Yeah, it was really nice. Early demo man pickup there means blue, or the side of Hong Hat Buff can start taking space choke, which they did. And that space choke eventually led to a soldier bomb and a force on the medic. So this looks very good for the side of Hong Hat Buff. Of course,
Yeah,
they
they
just
should-
forced the Uber out. They have full ad here. Looks very good.
They should push this all the way, if I'm being honest. They shouldn't. Oh, but we do see CJ31 slamming here, but he won't be able to take a shot.
You got some talent
Hat Buff.
classes.
Yeah, Hong Hat Buff does end up popping Uber. They're spamming right side.
Lego
Lego
falls.
gets a double. Oh, but JR does end up taking down Zeist. They're looking for more here. It looks like Red will be able to defend this full Uber this ad successfully, but
But no
wait a
Sean.
minute. Sean
Sean.
is looking for a play here. Even does not see him. He has to air
He's on
shot
the
Sean
point.
here.
He
Oh,
gets the
will
pick.
Sean get this?
Yeah!
Oh, he does get it! What a play from Sean! Very smart play. Oh my gosh. Well played from Sean. Looking for the opportunity there and able to get it. That's 1 point. That's 1 point for Hong Hat Buff. This is a very close match though.
It is a very close match, very back and forth. We see Hong Hat Buff taking space aggressively and well, of course, you know, capitalizing off the picks they get off here.
Looks like a very standard mid, but Striker is running a bit low.
Yeah,
It
Striker
looks
was a
like-
bit fast, trying to get in. Didn't get the health pack conveniently, and oh my goodness, look at this
dropping
coordinated
dangerously
spam!
low.
Horn
Wow.
going down to like 10 HP.
Oh, what an air
What
shot!
an air
from
shot,
Sean!
Sean and Horn!
Oh my
the
god,
blue
Sean is
soldiers
on
have come to
fire.
play.
Oh my god. Sean is going for more. Great double kill. JR goes down. It's a full wipe. It's only Kaldos alive. Hong Hat Buff can take this all the way. They just have to look for Kaldos here. But
Yeah.
it looks like he will be switching off. Striker is sniping, and Kaldos, we see him on the engineer. Oh, it looks like Striker will be running Pyro for this full Uber this ad. It looks like Hong Hat Buff will be taking this all the way to 1. They want to end this round fast. And we see the entirety of red team here all the way to the right side. Zeist is looking for
Gonna
more.
be hard
Sean
on the
gets
Pyro.
reflected. Striker able to take down Sean. CJ able to kill Hong here. It's a 4v4 now. Avon goes down. CJ's trying to look for more here, just peppering some shots, telling them to go away. But there's Zeist on the point here. Some pressure on the point. Starling goes
Everyone
down.
needs to be careful. 10
Blue is
HP on the demo
dropping
man.
dangerously low. CJ with a triple kill. What a play from CJ. He's looking for more. Farn. Oh shit. Oh shit, that's my timer, boys.
Yeah, honestly, a massive, massive damage from JR coming out there. You know, we saw him carpeting the stickies onto Lego, onto the combo. And of course, CJ just walks in, cleans up all the kills, 10 HP on each of them, gets a 3k, and just ends that last push right there and then. JR, of course, you know, he said we're gonna see some sticky bomb action, and we are seeing it. That was a massive, massive hold there coming out from the red demo man. As we see United Beast taking second. And yeah, I mean we have a stalemate again. Hong Hat Buff opting to get Uber, just wait for it. I think we could see Hong and Sean potentially going for something huge here. Of course, Sean has been doing so much this series. He's definitely, you know, in his area right now. But we'll see if they take a
Okay.
bomb.
I'm back. Sorry, my timer couldn't handle the CJ31 plays. That was quite insane. But
Oh, they use in, but Hong
ooh,
gets stuck, and they do manage to get the force. That's fine, but this is gonna be really hard for them to
yeah.
escape. They have to chase so deep for that one. It's not great for the side of Hong Hat Buff. They chase a bit too deep with the Uber, they get caught out. Very nice punish there coming out from the side of United Beast. They might get another one here. Hong dropping dangerously low, but doesn't amount to anything else. So they get the free midpoint, and yeah, Hong Hat Buff being placed on the back foot here for the first time this series, I think.
Good. It looks. This looks like still very even Ubers, but it looks like United Beast is trying to force the opposition here. They're going for more. Winter is just dodging rockets, and they're looking for a pickoff here.
Getting
CJ
caught
and
out.
Avon to combine
Lego's
killing
gonna
Sean.
dilate.
Winter is almost down. Oh my God, Winter almost went down to Lego, but they can push
There's
this
a
all the
decent
way. It's
collapse
only
there. Lego died
only
late,
two
so
up.
this is a free last.
yeah. Guys can. They just have to cap the point and crap
Nice
the point
versus
off.
the world.
Hong all the way back. They're
It's
looking for
so
more. CJ
low.
goes down. It's a great defense here from Hong Hat Buff.
A critical picks there coming out from the side of Lego. Lego before he died, of course, he was caught out, but he does try for a play
Yeah, and
with
he,
his scout, and they get two. So that's
Yeah,
you know,
he-
they successfully stopped that last push.
yeah, he manages to get two, and then he successfully deterred them from pushing all the way last. Because
Hong Hat
if
Buff
they had the
busting
man
through.
advantage, oh, it looks like they're going for more. They do end up forcing Uber here. Winter
They
is
need to
going
get
all
more.
the way.
That's just not enough. They're trying to take space here. Striker is something more aggressive, but he might get picked up in two.
They
Avon
have to
tries to
kill
help,
Farn
but
now.
They
Oh,
need to
nice
take
arrow from
space.
Farn.
Lego just spamming, laying some traps out from one. Med takes huge
Oh, Avon!
damage!
Able to kill Farn here. Farn goes down, unable to use the Uber. Oh, nice shot from Sean, killing Caldos. It's 4 down now for United Beasts, and well, Farn does go down, but this is a man advantage for Hong Hat Buff.
We're seeing that
CJ
DM.
is hell of caught here,
We're
unable
seeing
to
that
convert.
DM coming out from Hong Hat Buff. They said they had a better DM. They said they were not gonna respect United Beast. And they're winning these DM fights. They're making it really hard. You know, of course, United Beast, they have the strategical advantage, but you need to close out these DM fights. Of course, these players' individual prowess, of course, coming to light on Hong Hat Buff. They're taking these 1v1s, taking these picks, and just converting them and just stopping the push coming out from United Beast. United Beast taking their Uber entirety. They might
looks
catch
like
Hong here.
They will catch Hong here. Oh! Hong does end up going down here. JR, they have to bomb now if they want to kill Farn, but unable to. HHB is all the way back.
I think Winter was a bit too hasty on popping that Uber
Yeah,
there. That's a
on
bit,
popping that Uber.
you know, catching out Hong there would have been so good, but my game crashed.
Oh,
Go on,
I got you. I got you, bro. It looks like Farn will be taking this Uber to IT. Zeist and Farn are all the way here. It looks like they will be forcing here. Farn is going all the way. They have to catch a lot of players here. JR goes down. They're looking for the medic now. Winter goes down as well. Kalos, they're trying to cap second here. The astronaut sack, I think, from the iPhone textbooks. Oh, wait. They do end up capping. They have to go last. It almost worked. Wait, it's working. It worked! Oh my God, it's 1-1 now. That was a classic iPhone play.
We might see the
Oh my
turn.
gosh, the astronaut strat. Oh my God, it worked. It worked in the lower bracket finals. Oh my goodness.
We're of course seeing the turn from United Beast.
Oh
I mean, this
my
could be the tipping
God.
point. We've talked about this before. When UB starts taking points, they start rolling.
It's
So
1-1 now. Here we go, the momentum shift. Let's see how this mid will play out.
we'll see if this kind of gives forces Hong Hat Buff to play more respectfully. But no, both soldiers going in.
Hong
Going
does
deep
end
for
up
this-
going down here. CJ getting a second kill.
You
He's
see
looking
this
for
discipline
more.
play. You need that discipline play, punishing both of the Hong Hat soldiers. They weren't able to do this mid before, but you know, kind of adapting their playstyle, completely shutting down your soldiers here. That's exactly what you need. Hong Hat Buff taking this aggressively. We see the bomb on the medic. He gets
Oh, what a
Of course.
bomb from Avon. They're going for more. These two
him.
players are
Lego,
stuck.
he's trying.
They
Hong
don't
goes
kill
for the
Lego
bomb,
there.
but
Lego's going for more. Oh, JR does bottle Lego down. Have
they
a
force
drink,
the Uber
sir.
out. CJ does get picked off. Unfortunately here, they're trying to take these Ubers somewhere, but Hong had buff players just like scattered all around the map. JR might get picked off by
JR goes
Starling here.
down
He
as well.
does.
Starling is going for more. Ends up going down. But there's two people behind United Beasts.
Yeah, Cap going the side of United Beast. I think
Oh.
Sean wanted to try for the bomb there, but
Yeah, unfortunately unable to.
yeah,
But
JR is down, so this probably does not convert into a push. They don't have Uber as well, so they're probably gonna play slow, kind of wait things out. We might see an engineer, and yeah, they do go engineer. Of course, trying to build a gun and put us, I don't know, a
yeah,
log
we
in
do.
this push, I guess.
Yeah, we do see Hong Hat Buff here defending for the first time. It is about even Ubers, I'd say, and let's see how this will play out. They are playing kind of back here, but they do have the Uber ad here. I'm trying
Yeah.
to see if anybody will be making any aggressive plays here. Like, we do know that Avon and Striker love to bomb the medic even at last. So I'm curious to see if they're gonna go for it here.
I think for sure they have to take this a bit more methodical. It's going to be pretty hard to go for a bomb here, especially I think
With
they
the
know they
gun.
have a sentry. I'm not sure if they
Yeah.
spotted it yet, but given how they're playing, I think it's safe to assume that they do have a sentry up on last.
They should probably take out the gun first, but it looks like we do
Good
see
lobby
that,
control, very good
yeah,
lobby control.
Hong Hatbup is taking their time here. They
Like
don't want to.
recognizing this.
They
know
don't want to
need
send
lobby.
any. Yeah, they don't want to like sacrifice any players, but at the same time, they're playing it very methodically, taking it inch by inch, slowly until they're able to take full lobby control.
JR just is just trapped sitting in lobbies waiting for someone to peek. But we've seen, these JR traps get massive, massive value before.
Oh,
Back
there you
of
go. That's the
course.
first blood for this stalemate.
Sentry.
Striker ends up going down.
That's gonna be hard.
Ivan also
Hong.
going down. Hong is going for more, but quickly killed by Caldos here.
That's both soldiers dead for the side of red team. It's gonna be pretty hard to get a sack here. Blue, of course, Hong had buff taking lobby with that combo. I'm not sure if they can push out since they still have a sentry last, but of course trying their best to capitalize off the space of those soldiers dying. But you see Caldos on the sniper. He walked all the
here we
way
go.
back to switch.
I'm looking at this cam here, and I'm curious to see as what Caldos can kill here.
Caldos, of course, on the Razorback because he's been playing pubs, ruining my pubs, in fact. But we see him.
Oh, here we
walking up to
go.
one.
Edging one.
Look
He's
at the
looking for
man, he's
something.
free, he's on the dispenser. If he gets the pick, he's looking for
Tries to
it.
go for something. Starling does spot the sniper. They're gonna be playing more carefully here, but Caldo's quickly switching up here. He's gonna look for more here, trying to catch someone.
He
Of course, he's the
through.
medic. Gets a body shot, but they're very well aware now.
Very
He has
aggressive
to look for
peeks here
something.
coming from Carlos, given that he doesn't have a buff. He has a Razorback, so he can't take a buff.
Yeah,
He's
he
on
can't take a
125
buff.
HP. He gets the pick
Oh,
on the
gets
Hog!
Hong though. Here we go.
This
They could
opens the
probably
last
push
up.
with this.
More space for Caldos coming in here. They're trying to push him out of lobby. He gets dangerously low, but they get the gun.
Does go down. Caldo should just look for more here to give them the man
He's
advantage.
trying.
Striker
I feel
does
like
end
he
up
should be
going
going
down.
too. But you see the use.
Oh,
on
they
the
do
side
end
of
up
both
using.
teams.
Starling gets taken down by JR Straps here. It's
Sticky
like
action coming to play. Hong had buff on the back foot.
oh, Hong almost trying to get someone, but
The critical
does end
pick
up
on the
killing
demo man. He
JR.
does headshot him.
Oh, Sean almost gets the medic. Winter is dropping
Caldos is
dangerously
so
low. Winter
He
is
gets a
just
pick on
dodging.
Lego. That
Caldos
opens
gets
it up.
the
They have
kill.
no demo man. Caldos needs
Starling-
one more.
Caldos is looking
He
for more,
knows
but
it.
unable to convert it. Oh, it looks like they will. Oh, the blue scouts just cleaning it up.
That was
Caldos
really a
just not-
miracle push.
Yeah.
From United Beast. Caldos doing so much on that sniper, getting 3 picks there. He got a scout. That was definitely winnable, but of course, you can't ask for too much. I mean,
Yeah,
he
he did
can
his
only
job.
kill so much. He's
He
not
did
a
his
robot.
job. He did his
give him a
job.
break. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, hopefully he realizes. I think that Razorback actually.
Yeah,
trolled him
kind
a
of a
bit, that-
detriment. Yeah, kind of a
Yeah.
detriment to his play there.
Hopefully he swaps off that now, but happy to see more Kado Sniper coming into this series. Lego jumping aggressively as always. His signature almost on Demo Man. We see Lego always being
YOLO
very
in.
aggressive. Yeah,
Yeah, he
exactly.
does
Being
YOLO
very
in all the
aggressive, the
time.
space taking, and he has the skills to back it up.
Yeah,
Size pushing up.
Oh, it looks like Avon's trying to go for
The
something here.
bomb.
Almost gets
Look
it.
at the
They do end up
force.
forcing. Good force from Avon here. Lego's trying to look for more, but this is an Uber fade already for Hong Hat buff.
That was a great force. Farn, of course, recognizing that he's gonna get air shot. He gets juggled there, and he pops. And if he didn't pop there, that was a drop, right? That the rocket hit
Yeah.
in mid-air. He flew up so high. So a very good force coming
yeah,
out there
good.
from the side of United Beast. Much better looking last hold here, of course. With full ad, maybe they try for something, but
I think they should just push out to this. Yeah,
Hong
and
Hat
it looks
Buff
like they
playing
will
really
be.
far back. They're just taking space. The drop.
Oh, Winter! What a bomb from Hong! They did not expect that. And this should be a full Uber ad here. Just like... Oh, CJ does end up going down as well. They should just push this all the way.
Yeah, 82%. I mean, I don't think they have to wait. They're the med and a scout down. This is the best time you
Yeah,
can to
this
start
is the
taking
best time.
space.
They are 2 down. Lego trapping off the point here.
90%
They're trying to
of
go
the
for more.
Uber.
Hong just ends up going down. JR is looking for more. Gets a second kill.
Oh,
It's
that,
a... What
that was unreal.
happened?
Farn was
What the-
95%. Fine had 95% Uber, and he just gets launched into the air by a soldier and craters on 95%.
Oh, that's so unfortunate.
I think that was a huge mistake there. You know, he's walking in with the crossbow, trying to go for the save, but you never know, dude. Like
Yeah.
that should have been a one push from Hong Hat buff. But we see Starling on the sniper here, conversely, trying to get a pick.
That was kind of unfortunate there for HHB, but you know, it happens here in TF2. Junior doing a lot of works with his pipes and sticky traps,
Yeah,
able to like kill
taking-
2, 3 there. As
taking
Starling's looking for
Stewart.
more, almost takes down Avon. We see
interesting-
Starling on the sniper. Will he be able to get anyone here?
This is a very interesting place to hold second. Their entire combo is in sewer. I think
That's kind of scary considering if
They're looking to
oh,
push
it looks like
in.
they're going for more. Winter is getting
but
spammed
Winter
out
dropping
a
really
lot.
low. He has to
Oh
use.
my god, Hong is just spamming and he got a lot of value just by
They don't
spamming.
even get a pick off that.
That was kind of a bad position there, but oh, Sean does end up going down to striker. Lego, a lot of damage here.
Potentially a
Choke.
good pick. Not a
Leg-
good Uber from Hong Hat buff as well. Lego
Oh.
very far up.
Looks like Farn had to pop there to save Lego. It's again another
Another
stalemate
one
here.
of those. We do have a sniper though. Starling on sniper.
Oh, it looks like he will be peeking from sewer here. Will he be able to get anyone?
Surely they know. Surely they know.
Yeah.
They know better.
Oh, JR goes down. What a shot from Starling. Great flick onto JR. He's looking for more. Almost gets
He has
Avon.
always been the victim of these headshots, you know, them playing
Yeah,
against Beast
Beast
Boys. JR has
Boys.
always been on the receiving end of these sniper headshots.
So
Unfortunately, it gets caught
unfortunate.
out. So, yeah, I mean, more Uber grinding, we see. Winter, of course, has the Uber on the side. We might see Starling try a more aggressive peek here in lobby. But surely they know better to peek than to peek him. Surely. There's no way he gets more. Hong Hat buff opting to take it more passively. I'm not sure where Striker is. Lurking around the map somewhere.
So,
Season
Ro,
1.
how do you feel about the Asian TF2? Is it quite different from the American scene?
Soldiers are killing it, frankly. They're blowing my minds and blowing up the opposing enemies. It's
Absolutely.
phenomenal. I really love seeing these soldiers hit every shot, get some good flanking. Meanwhile, the snipers have to contend with Kaldaws, which is just a little bit too tough for them.
Yeah, no more Razorback from him. No more 125 health debuff. He, of course, gets the pick on the Starling, so they're 1 up now. Peeking from 1. We'll see if he can get something here. Doesn't manage to get anything, but he's really putting a lot of pressure on Farn. He has to play so far back. Of course, it's a fight in 2. Nothing comes out of it, of course. It's you know, he's making them go back. You know, this is a space that can be taken, but we see Starling still in a sniper, trying to take lobby. Carlos, no. The sniper v sniper again. I think he swaps off. Yeah, he does.
JR almost got picked there by Starling.
Starling a force to be reckoned with on the sniper. Looks like he wants to take something door 5. We see a spy coming out from Striker. Not sure if he got hit there. We've seen Striker and Spy before with the funny big earner on 6s. I mean, he's in. He gets the pick. Okay. Oh, that's so close. He tries for something on the stairs there, but you never know with the big earner. You never know. Trying more swiping action for Striker. I mean, the pick on Starling signifies not so much a push, but you know, they can start peeking their heads out a bit more actively. Start scouting out their med, maybe going for a sack here on Farn.
How would you approach this stalemate row? Would you you know, approach it in a certain way that would give you the advantage instantaneously, or would you do it the same way these guys are doing it?
Generally speaking, you know, Process is a pretty good fortress. We actually got some action going on real quick. The nice force, though, coming out from the Soldier onto Winter, who's now got the counter force on Farn. Right now, Red trying to get their way in. United Beasts are closing in on the players who are not getting Ubered. Some good Soldier damage comes out from Avon to take out the Demo Man. And now they're just cleaning up left and right. Oh, but one medic down, and Farn is still alive, sitting at the choke, getting the scouts out. But at the end of the day, United Beasts at least pushed out, grabbed themselves the second point. And whatever was happening, that's not the way to do it. You lose players, you're going to give the defense an opportunity to push out. And that's exactly what happened.
Much closer game than expected here for sure. I mean, United Beast was pretty heavily the underdog, I would say. And going into this series, it looks fairly even. I think we see both soldiers, I think like Rose said, doing so much this series. You know, of course, having really accurate spam to force the medic and these drops coming in. So,
oh, we do see a double soldier bomb trying to get some space here. It does work, but looks they will be going back because Starling gets picked off.
no, they want the space. They want the space. Hong taking it aggressively into one, doesn't find anything, but Avon gets picked off in return. The drop!
Oh, what a drop! Farn gets dropped by Striker. Was that a sync rocket? That was amazing. I don't think Farn was able to react to that.
There was many eyes on the side of Avon there, so they didn't see Striker coming in. So they do lose a lot on the side of United Beast, but both scouts still stay alive. The medic has the Uber if they want to use it. I don't think it's necessary. Lego falling to 6 HP. Surely he gets picked off here. I think this spells the end for Hong at last push. Trying for more on Winter. He gets down to 48 HP, but Striker, I mean, these soldiers are doing so much. I don't know how many drops we've had already, but you know, these drops aren't like, oh whoopsie, I've dropped on accident. No, these are the soldiers making really like treading the needle here on these bombs and just really taking the attention away off each other and going for the med. So very nice plays coming out from the side of United Beast here. I think it's a big adaptation compared to the first round. Of course, pushing into second.
It looks like it's gonna be another stalemate here. So it's 3 minutes left on the clock. I'd just like to ask both of you, who do you think will clutch this round? Because it looks like it's gonna be
surely United Beast.
It's Beasts. They're already in, and they still. Oh, the Uber is gonna get ready though. Farn is pulling out the 100%, sitting on the Demo Man. The Uber has been used by both teams, and now it's just a mad scramble to see who can stand on top when the dust settles. And right now, Red is just finishing the cap off so quickly.
Oh
but Hong
my
Hap off. No, the Demo Man!
JR! He drops it! Oh my god, JR, the intelligence play! Oh my
Play
god!
objective!
JR!
Those stickies, man, those stickies. He's been telling us this whole time.
Oh my goodness!
He warned Hong Hatbuff going into the series.
Oh my
He warned them. But yeah, United Beast now with the
Oh my
advantage in
God!
rounds. There's 2 minutes left on the match timer.
Oh my god! Sorry, I'm just.
Let's look at this next mid. We gotta get the action on. The soldiers are flying. Actually, now they're playing a little more passive. Hong and Sean doing a good job of playing tight defense here on the opposing side, waiting for the Sean initiation. Just pulling a little bit of attention over to this side. Lego doing some nice snipes to take out the scout Kaldaz. With one pick advantage, Blue needs to start making their way forward. Hong Hat Buff, please. They grab another one. It's going to look clear and present as they start making their way now. Chasing down the opposing medic, taking a nice fat direct. Winter really taking the pressure now as the soldiers and Demo are not letting up. They got the medic.
Oh
Woo! And they're cleaning house too. Look at that.
UP is collapsing.
97% on Winter. You know, he nearly had. They kind of capitalized off them taking space. And I think. Wow, this is a fast round.
That was very
Back to a 2-2.
fast.
Yeah, they don't want to lose this
Oh
game at all.
no.
But I think good adaptation from Honghat Buff. You know, they realized they can't just like slam their head into a wall and run at them this mid. What they did was they played a bit more defensively, tried to catch the soldiers out. They did just that, and then once they realized they have the kind of strategical advantage, then they can use that DM kind of collapse on them on second and just immediately roll it to a last. That was a 30-second round coming out from the side of Honghat Buff. So very strong
Showing.
knowledge of the game coming out.
Yeah, very strong showing here for Honghat Buff.
Very
That was
defensive from United Beasts. Look at where they're positioned.
looks like not much space here. They don't want to gamble their lives. Striker all the way out. Winter goes down to Lego. What? How? With the spam?
Lego's a
I have-
magician.
I have no idea. Dang. Oh, that was great spam from Lego. Wasn't able to see it, but oh my goodness.
Sorry. The literal 124 health scout meme just happened when Striker on like 14 HP was waiting for the pack.
Oh,
And Kaldas
no.
unwittingly just picked up the pack at like 120. And so Striker just like, okay. Fuck me, I guess.
But
I mean,
it's
amazing adaptations really coming out from Honghat Buff. You know, they turned a series where they look like they were on the back foot to something a bit more Honghat Buff favorite, I will say. But United Beasts, of course, you know, they're good at changing. They're good at making these strategical adaptations throughout the series. So we might see a change of pace coming out from the side of United Beasts. Of course, they've been playing well throughout the series, but the match time has run out. So the match point is 3 now.
whoever
See a
gets
fight
this
coming in
last
IT.
point.
Starling's all the way in. Starling is in.
Oh, they all.
No fear.
Starling! Will Starling live? Oh yeah, no, he doesn't. Unfortunately, but does take down Avon here. That's their sack.
Runs at Avon and upper IT, gets the pick on the soldier, but
Dude, I wouldn't be able to do that.
yeah,
Even
hard
if I
to
tried.
capitalize off this. Red, of course, losing their ad, and gone.
Oh,
looking
here
for
we go.
something.
It looks like HHB is
Soldiers
going
are
all the way.
in.
Hong is very high on the medic. Almost gets
67
Winter.
HP,
Oh my
he has
god,
to
the
use. He was
Winter
5
has to
HP.
force. It's a double kill now. Triple
Winter
kill.
really milked that. He really didn't want to
Yeah.
use there. 5 HP on the use. So
Oh, strike! Oh, I thought Striker would get
on
that,
that
but
buff, immediately collapsing with the Uber. United
Let
Beast
go.
might have gotten a bit too confident with that Uber.
Lego and Starling is looking for more. Striker takes down Farn and
Starling
Lego.
gets 2!
Oh my god!
The United Beast
Starling.
turned it somehow. United Beast got caught out for being a bit too aggressive, but
It's 3v2 now. Hong is
I guess
looking
you're
for
not.
more.
I guess it was a trap all along. Bring Honghat Buff into your domain and just strike her, coming with a double rocket on the combo.
What a play from Striker. They're able to catch Farn and Lego at the same time. Starling, I don't think he will... What?
Others gets a pick on Hong. And
Looks like another stalemate here.
yeah, we're relatively even again. These medics, man. They really milk these Ubers. That was like one hell of a milk coming out from Winter. Like I don't think that there would have been a better time. That is like tool assisted speedrun for popping an Uber over there.
Alright, I have a question. Ro, would you off class here? I think... What do you think?
Well, with how scrappy that last fight just went, where everyone went in and then went counter Uber, a bunch of people just dying, we know it's even Ubers. So immediately my first thought is, if we're going to be in an even Uber situation, maybe we can pull the sniper. It looks like, though, Hong Hatbuff does not have the confidence that Kaldas has in terms of sniping. So the offensive sniper normally would be the play, but Blue just wants to try and do this double soldier bomb, which is now coming in hot. Hong Hatbuff going straight for the medic, getting the force. They lose both soldiers, but now all the players are so far behind. They're all the way at the back of their second, not pushing into choke. And apparently a counter Uber came out from... that was
That's
a
up.
force from Avon, finding the opportunity to go forward and get that force. But the numbers are still heavily in Hong Hatbuff's favor.
CJ, just get a pick on Lego.
They're
Not the worst.
retreating,
They're
it
up a
looks
demo
like.
man here. They can play a bit more defensively. Can spam the scout
Oh,
out.
JR Pipe Zeiss, but he's still very healthy. JR is caught here. Oh, Pipe Starling! How is JR still? Okay, he goes down, but takes Starling with him to the grave. Oh my god, JR should have not killed Starling there. Zeist ends up going down. Sean, the only one alive, tries to airshot striker here, ends up going down to Kaldos. They can push this all the way to mid. It's only Lego here.
CJ a bit greedy there on the fight, but
Yeah.
20 seconds left on the clock. Could be a round reset. Really depends if they want to step foot on point here, and I guess they do.
No, United Beast does not want to take this. Oh man, they're just losing players though. If they had rallied together, they could have prevented a round reset. I think Hung Hat Buff definitely has the advantage going into this next mid if it resets. But they're actually going to try and get on the second. Not going to work out for them. Round reset.
Yep. Round reset. I think this mid will be pretty interesting. I feel that United Beasts are going to take it very defensively as they have been, but you never know. We might see them change it up. Of course, they have been changing it up throughout this series, so very interested to see what they're cooking for this mid, especially on the side of Hong Hat Buff. I mean, these soldiers, we've seen them go for these crazy bombs, and let's see.
Yeah, Hong unfortunately misses the ramp slide. Not going to be able to deny the demo, but JR playing a little more passive anyway. So no harm, no foul, nothing ventured, nothing lost. Striker, soldiers, Avon making their way left. Looks like the action is going to be happening here momentarily. Lego just trying to get a little bit of pressure onto the players. Hong comes in hot, picks up the pack, and rotates around. They're playing great defense on these soldiers, not going to be able to get in. United Beast now has to be on the escape route, losing both scouts. These soldiers are just so coordinated. It is tickling me. So pink. Oh my goodness. They've gotten 5 kills in this mid, and they've been running around like they have no clip. They're flying.
Yeah, tries for the market gunner here. We see Hong Hat Buff pushing all the way into their spawn. Even gets a pick on Sean, so don't know how long they can sustain this for. Striker goes on the medic. He has to use. Might be a bit too greedy coming out from Hong Hat Buff, but we'll see if they can get a pick. Doesn't look like it. A bit of greed.
They have the numbers. They just need to start, grinding it out. Here comes the heavy. Kaldos comes out. Doesn't take the buff, though. Medic is playing very forward with CJ, who's on a rampage. Pushing forward. This Uber is now in United Beast's hands. They were looking desperate, but the force that they managed to pull off here on last to play a tight defense has now given them the opportunity and the opening to take it all the way back.
Critical point here, of course, this is match point. Whoever caps this entire round out takes process, and in turn is one map up. So very surprising seeing Hong Hat Buff being placed on the back foot.
Oh, it looks like Hong is going for something. Oh, but gets...
One hell of a surf coming from Winter. He just flies across the entirety of process.
Starling is trying to pick up JR here, but great pick from CJ on a triple kill. Starling ends up going down. It looks like Hong Hat Buff and wait, they're playing this relatively safe for man.
Not a horrific push. 24 HP on the farm. They could try something here. We might
Hong
see
goes
something.
down. CJ on a rampage here. Lego is jumping in. Gets taken down by CJ. He's looking for more.
This is
CJ,
bad.
the only guy alive, will retreat with his life here.
I feel like, conversely, I feel like United Beast could have gone a bit more aggressive there. Of course, we saw Farn dropping to 20 HP that mid, and they opted to kind of take it more defensive. I feel like, given that pressure, we see Farn completely disconnected, but unfortunately couldn't capitalize off that damage on the med.
Meanwhile, they're just rushing through this lower, immediately getting the Uber off into the face of a striker soldier, and now they're making their way into last, trying to pick up anything. No, they want to commit. They're like halfway in, halfway out. They still have to finish the cap on second. It's going to go off. All right, the explosive classes have now shown up. Here comes the Hong Hat Buff. That is the soldier, Hong, coming in, and Sean on top of the medic, getting some good damage. Rotating around, the cap is so close. Nice pipe from Lego, and Hong is closing in as well.
JR!
JR! He does it all!
Oh my god!
He said this from the start. The prophet himself.
Dude, JR! Dude, this guy single-handedly stopped.
He's unstoppable, man. Like, it's so hard for Hong Hat Buff to push into last. And I think there's some frustration, honestly, because it looks like they're taking these pushes a bit too aggressively for their liking. So it might be a bit of frustration coming up from Hong Hat Buff. Like, oh, why can't we just end the round, basically?
And the answer is JR. He has single-handedly been stopping Hong Hat Buff from completing a round with his traps.
Ancient beast has awoken. He's been laying dormant for the past 10 years, but these stickies, you know, they've been on point.
It looks like United Beasts will be pushing this all the way.
Ooh.
They do see the advantage here now. Will they be able
manages to get in
this?
without taking damage.
CJ does end up
CJ.
going down to Lego. And Sean
was
goes down as well.
very
Sean was able to get the
unfortunate
force. That was almost a drop too. The synchronized rockets were coming out. Missed it by a hair. But now full Uber advantage in the hands of Hong Hat Buff, who are now making their way forward into this rollout, trying to clear some space. They're clearing the traps. The spam is relentless right now, though. And there's a hiding Kaldaz. Missed the opportunity to hide, though. Gonna have to back off here. Man, Hong Hat Buff is losing time. They're rotating to 1. They decided to push out through Shutter.
That's a bit far up.
Oh, CJ tries for something but ends up going down. They have to force Farn here or they'll lose. Lego gets a double kill here before dying.
Yep, they
But,
do get the force.
Yeah, here we go. It's a full
Not the
Uber ad.
worst.
Winter has to win. Sorry, Winter has to live here.
JR. He's always setting up this sticky. It's just he hits
Oh my
him.
god, he might get caught here. But JR, the
no.
goat's still living.
But he's out of the fight for all intents and purposes. And that means that this mid is not really something that United Beasts can contest. Striker walking forward, though. They decide, no, we got to do it. Hong is low. Get him. All right, they pick up Hong. That's a good start. But Sean falling down.
The scout,
The opening was
he's
there for
walking.
Starlet, who's on top of him, but he gets the drop as a scout!
That is a
Pure
spin.
meat shot. Oh,
I don't think he should have milked that one. I mean, he took a meat shot to the face. He was 20 HP. I mean, you don't milk that. Come on, just use it, right? Like even the slightest breath of air would have dropped you there. But
Yeah, you gotta respect the Starling here, or any of the higher div scouts. They really don't miss their shots. That shouldn't have been a milk there. But you know, that was a high risk, high reward. If Winter didn't milk that, they would have had the full Uber ad.
yeah.
of course.
It's really difficult to discredit that milk. Because right now they're only sitting on a slight Uber disadvantage going into second. If they can get on last, they can pull off another miraculous defense. Right now the Uber is going super blitzed through the rollout. And didn't really pick up anyone. Only Avon really died, and Striker with
Oh my god, he
destructive
recognized
2
that.
kills. Medic and Demo, probably the most important classes you can pick if you're gonna get out with 1 life. And now United Beasts are completely, well, not completely.
JR,
They
what
were.
the pipe on the Hong! Turns around, gets him! JR has to stop the entirety
Oh,
of
no.
HHV! He's still alive! JR! Oh my god, dude! JR is just... I don't know, I'm literally at the disbelief that
He is him.
he is single-handedly stopping HHV from winning the
I
rounds.
can't believe he lived. It's unreal. He
Yeah,
pipes too. There's 4 people on him, and he gets out alive with 6 HP.
Dude, that was in his POV at 1. After he was spamming, he literally turned around and piped Hong like, yo, you're here? Okay, I'm gonna kill you. Then just literally defends last point like nothing. It's like no pressure from JR here. Playing out of his mind. Insane.
But now the Uber is ready in the hands of Hong Hat Buff, who are now pushing their way in through the 3rd entrance. Getting some attention on the soldier in the back lines. Scout, Demo, sorry. Hong as well, also pushing on top of the battlements. Lego doing a nice job of cleaning up some scouts and the medic. So right now, it's just Avon, JR, and Kaldaz to defend. JR has pulled some miracles before, but it's a little bit difficult when you're shot in the back. And there it is. Round goes to Hong Hat Buff. Wow, first map. What a roller coaster.
A
Both
lot
teams.
closer than expected. I mean, for sure, like, this was Hong Hat Buff's pick. They were confident on process. They told me, you know, in their interview, as I said, we scrimmed them on process, and we rolled them back-to-back 5-0. This was not a roll. This was very close. And of course, now United Beasts, they get the map pick. So, you know, it's gonna be a close game. You know, in fact, I feel like United Beasts have the potential to absolutely roll them in Galliwat. But of course, the logs coming up here. Take a look.
Let's take a look at the logs.
Lego, 272 DPM, 27 kills on that demo, man. I mean, we saw a lot of action coming out from him. And of course, CJ, 32 kills on the scout. number one in the lobby for that kill count. I think both of the red scouts were very, very disciplined when it came to denying the soldiers. Of course, there were some instances where, they kind of lost track of people on the map. Starling, of course, getting a drop on the med of the meat shots, but it happens sometimes. It happens. But I think it's hard to really pinpoint a player and say this guy is the star of the match. This guy is the star of the map because they're just all playing so well. Every single one of them on both teams, we just see them making play after play after play. So, what do you guys think?
I gotta give Ro a great, a good job at observing because he really did pinpoint that the soldiers were doing massive amounts of work this map, and you can see the soldier stats right now. Hong, Haven, Sean, and Striker. They all did something very impactful, able to get the combo, force Ubers. It was quite a lot of plays here, and I think majority of the plays that was made this map was from the soldiers. How about you, Ro? What do you think about the players?
Like I said last time, yeah, the soldiers were the best, and you were bringing it up there like they were always making an impact, whether it's the force. But I mean, Starling's just accuracy with the pistol, with the scattergun, getting the drop there at the end too as well. Like that drop was basically the decider for Hong Hat Buff to close out that round the way they did. So I mean, just really everyone's showing up. JR with the incredible, like every single class, every single player has had their moment in the sun in such a way that it was like, wow, these are good players. So I really just can't say anything else other than phenomenal stuff from everyone. But it's not just me Fortress 2, it's Team Fortress 2. And these teams, they've got the coordination to match it. These soldier combos, I mean, I was blown away first round just at the coordinated spam coming out from the soldiers, just having that shared brain cell of like, yeah, let's just shoot in the same direction, bring their medic down to 20 HP from halfway across the map. Just really good coordination on all fronts.
Yeah, absolutely. And we see map 2 now being picked. So, of course, in AsiaFortress, for people that don't know, we're trying something new where when the loser of the previous map, so now United Bees, of course, they did lose process, they get to have the second map pick. So they pick Snakewater, which is interesting because traditionally they've enjoyed Gully Wash. They do play a lot of Gully Wash and they've done very, very well on Gully Wash. I mean, of course, soldier map, you got Striker, like we expected a Gully Wash pick coming out from the side of United Beasts, but interesting Snakewater pick from United Beasts here. Interested to I wanna definitely, we're gonna have post-match interviews, so for sure I'm gonna ask for their mentality on this one. I feel like it's almost a pick to throw Hong Hat Buff off because Hong Hat Buff was very aware of United Beast's prowess on Gully Wash, so they could have some set plays, some strats lined up to play against United Beast on Gully Wash. So this Snakewater could just be a diversion for Hong Hat Buff. So Hong Hat Buff might not be exactly prepared for this map, but we'll see what happens. I think this is going to be very interesting. I don't think we've seen much of... Oh no, I think both teams have played this on stream before, and I think the games haven't exactly been rolled. I think Hong Hat Buff wasn't the best on Snakewater, and at the same time, I think the last time that United Beast did play this map, they actually did lose on Snakewater. So, fairly interesting match, I will say.
Will we be having a break here, or are we going to go all the way to? They're all there.
Yeah, I see 12 on server.
Yep.
All right. Well, it looks like we are seeing Snakewater, but you think? Oh, actually, wait. Never mind. It depends on who loses this map. This map, right? But
Yep.
yeah. I think I was excited to see Gully Wash since Vital was bringing it up a while ago that it looked like United Beasts were rolling a lot on Gully, so I wanted to see if how Hong Hat Buff would fare in a map pick like Gully Wash. But I'm really interested to see how Rose sees Asian TF2 now. Is it not so different from American TF2? Were the methods that the Asians used more methodical? Was it more strength oriented, or stuff like that? Since I also wanna have an insight on as to how the Americans play the play the game. So what do you think, Ro?
Man, that's a. I could do a whole video essay on that question,
Oh,
frankly, with how many like I remember back in the old early days of Insomnia, right, when it was European, and then USA like sprung onto the scene and like blew them away, taking first and second at I-46, right? It was really interesting because that was when like the first time people started noticing, wow, they play really differently. Granted, the game was much different back then. Soldiers were a lot stronger, and scouts were obviously they didn't have the speed boost on the medic and everything like that. And then ever since the update that happened, right, a lot of the I would say regions of TF2 have started gravitating towards the strength of the scouts, still playing tight around the demo man, and I haven't really seen that much of a difference in terms of that, right? In American TF2, I frequently see like scouts and demos constantly playing the combo, playing the Ubers, and soldiers are just there to kind of create openings and play a tighter defense depending on the situation. And I've been seeing a lot of that this whole match. The scout and demo coordination in the Ubers has been great. Lego has been doing a good job of being that hammer, pushing forward with those stickies and just doing a ton of damage while the scouts are cleaning up.
I see. Well, I it's nice to know that we aren't that far from the
But I would
region.
consider the meta.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's nice to know because like I always thought that maybe the Asians played it a little bit more different since we are trying to revive the competitive scene here. We're trying to do our best to like how do I say this pull players in, like, hey, are you new to Team Fortress 2? Maybe you should try out competitive since it's a very strict play. It's a very strict play style that you gotta grind to achieve things. And yeah, based on what you said, it's nice to know that we aren't too far off the meta and that we also have like our own niche that sets us apart from the others. But I'm excited for you to see this map as well because you might see a couple of weird plays like maybe striker on heavy or spy here, and vitals witnessed that, and it was very exciting for us to be casting it because it was literally his spy play, striker. He was able to give his team the win because of a triple kill. So yeah, I'm excited for you to see this map. Maybe there's gonna be a lot more shenanigans in Snake Water compared to Process, since well, all the three of us know that Process is like the map of like competitive and it's like the most played. But maybe I'm excited for you to see Snake Water, how both teams will be playing. I really want to see Rose reaction or like maybe a heavy to mid or like a
Heavy to
spy
mid.
play. Yeah, a spy play
I
in
think
second.
Striker is taking this one a bit more seriously. Because in
Yeah,
the
I'm no
last
stranger
match,
to heavy to mid, but I'm familiar with that for goalie wash. I can't remember which high level European team did it,
oh
but
really? Damn.
they had someone who would frequently just run heavy to mid on goalie wash because it's such a short walk, could easily make an impact. Snakewater's
Oh.
not that far off either. I if they decide to pull it out, I welcome it. I mean I'm encouraging it. A lot of people there's this weird psychological impact of off classing,
oh
right?
yeah,
Whenever you just like it feels like cheese to a team that loses to it, but like if you're losing to it, it's not cheese. You gotta get good, you know.
Yeah,
yeah.
you
It's a skill
gotta
issue.
find a way. Yeah, you gotta
You know,
find a way to like outplay the guys.
we've actually seen for the last time. So the last time United Beast played this map was actually last game. So they played against Beef Boys, which they 2-0'd. So I think it was a pretty dominant showing on Snakewater. But in that match, a few of the points that they closed out, they actually brought, I believe, Caldos and Heavy to push last. So it was it was a pretty interesting execution of a last push. They kind of took right side, took space with the heavy, and you just had them mow down people from the window with a Tomislav. So we probably won't see that here today, but I think they always have that like it might be their playground. We might see more comfort strategies coming out from the side of United Beasts.
And we
Looks
got the
like
first ready up from Hong Hat Buff. Go ahead. Time. Sorry.
all right. Oh,
I
sorry.
heard the ready up noise and my neurons activated. I was like, oh, it's beginning.
Yeah, I mean, okay, we do see Zeist here. He has to play Genshin and Honkai Star Rail, so we gotta get this ball rolling. Um, I don't know. I don't have much else to say. I'm still, first time hearing a row cast here, and I gotta say, hats off. It's like, damn, so much experience compared to me. Just like I'm kind of starstruck if I'm being honest, because like you're able to like make these very continuous analysis, and like you're able to like keep up with the action whilst I'm here just like trying to process everything that's happening. So yeah, I'm really it's really nice for you to be here, and yeah, I hope you enjoy what you're watching, and I'm glad that you woke up early
Oh,
for
they're
this.
getting the match is
Yeah, I'll just say
starting. Let's. Oh, go
one
ahead.
quick thing. We're about to start. My first guest was in 2014, and my voice was shaky as heck. My voice was shaky the entire time. Just comes with time and practice. You're doing excellent time.
Thank you.
Your hype is really working. Speaking of hype, this next mid, Lego, getting there a little bit slower than JR, who's getting some early stickies to kind of carpet the ground, keep the Hong Hat buff team from moving their way forward. And now, really trying to see who gets the initiation here. Hong tried to do a little jump there, but pulled back on it. The soldiers are really good at initiating here, but both soldiers on the red team, the United Beasts, are staying passive. And now one scout falls behind. Avon tries to initiate, but is like nowhere near the action. Red team has to back off here now.
Hong able to kill Winter. It's a red medic down for United Beasts. Zeist and the Hong Hat buff is just cleaning up. Zeist is going for more. Ooh,
Farn craters.
dang, that was
JR goes for the
yeah.
bomb, launches Farn in the air, and he just craters on lower over there. So, I think looking at that mid, it was very good damage early on onto the Hong Hat buff soldiers. But I think that United Bees kind of need to capitalize off those soldiers being out of play for a small bit. I think that would have been the time for them to send a sack, but.
And actually, United Beasts don't want to lift this up at all. They've got enough pressure and the heals on point to kick those Hong Hat buff players out. So now they're just going to be resetting here. But from what I've seen of these soldiers, I'm really hoping that Sean and Hong can pull some kind of shenanigans out the window. Right now, they don't have CJ or Kaldaz really playing the defense on the fence. And they've actually got the soldiers trying to peek their way in through the saw window. But if they can get the opening just right, Sean and Hong can definitely do some havoc here. Right now, the Uber advantage looks like they think they have the advantage. They do, and they're pushing right now.
Oh, Winter almost goes down to Hong. Oh my goodness, that was very close. Winter dropping down to 30 HP. Had it been another rocket, he would have dropped. But
The sticks and saw, they don't see it. Oh my god.
Only Striker.
Down.
That could have been horrific for the side of United Beast, but Striker taking the hit for the team.
That was very scary, but it looked like that was a great play from Hong. He was able to completely deter United Beasts from pushing, and we do see the opposition here. They're now going in. Hong is looking for something here. Sends Winter flying. Winter able to dodge tremendously. But Zeist, great cleanup there. Able to kill Winter. Farn is going all the way with Lego here. They're trying to look for a pickoff, but Striker jumps away. CJ is trapped here. Lego goes for another. Farn is dodging rockets, but Striker takes him down. It's a 1v1. Lego goes down to Kaldos. Great cleanup from
CJ had no fear there. He just chased the Ubered combo all the way into kitchen. He didn't get caught. He was trying to catch them. They were on the run over there, but
a lot of the balls of steel coming from CJ, but unable to work out in his favor. But yeah, with this play, he was able to buy enough time for his team to like clean up Lego and Farn there.
Unfortunate drop.
What? What happened?
That was an incredible 2 rockets from Striker, but Farn just eking out with like 20 HP to surf that away. Really 2 good rockets. I mean, to get the medic down that low when you're on literally 10 HP trying to jump in, I mean, hats off to Striker. It does create an opening for the rest of the team to make their way forward now. United Beasts are converging on this point, and CJ and Kaldaz are moving forward like 2 hyenas looking for the hunt. But they've lost their soldiers, and United Beasts has to back off now before they lose any more players. They have the Uber advantage. They just got to make sure they stick to their numbers.
Yeah, in Asia, I would say a lot of the teams have the mentality, and I think United Beast is partially guilty of this. Is if it's not full ad, it's not an ad. So they generally play very passive unless they have full ad. I think we've seen Hong Hat buff taking space well, but that's usually on full ad. So A lot of the Asian teams kind of guilty of this sin of not really pushing on like something like 30 ad. They want that full ad push. They want to guarantee that success, but of course that comes at the cost of the game's taking a bit longer. But
Oh yeah, I'm curious. Do the Americans push with like 30 ad or something or 20? Because like in Asia, with what Vital said, it's if it's not full ad, it's not ad. So yeah, I want to know. Oh wait,
The
action here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
what you
double
were
soldier
saying.
bomb did not work out for them, so we're gonna see a counter push. Quick answer to that. Effectively, you gotta be really quick on the draw with a 30 advantage. Normally, if you're keeping track of it, you want to get your buffs out at 95%, not at 100%, because then that 5 seconds, that 5% usually catches up, and it's not gonna work out
goes
for
for the
them.
market
Meanwhile,
garden.
Sean!
John almost Winter had to Uber there. He almost tried to milk it, but good pop from him. It this full Uber this ad now for United Beasts. Full Uber ad for Hong Hat buff. They will be pushing this all the way. JR goes down. Barn pops to save his players here. Winter is caught in everything, but is still living quite okay. Okay. I thought
They were toying with Winter. You know, the longer it
Yeah.
takes for the medic to die, the longer the respawn will be. Meanwhile, Striker just takes out four people!
Oh my
You toy with my medic, you lose your whole team. That's what Striker had to say about that.
dude, Winter bought enough time for Striker to come in and kill 4. Zeist unable to finish off Winter, and that's the error there. Oh my goodness. Not a bad play from Winter there. Oh, but
Winter
do you see
baiting
JR
the mid.
straps? Do you see
That
JR
was a
straps?
response. That was
just word of
United
threat.
Beast basically telling Hong at buff, you can't just toy with us. You can't just be in this comfortable position where we're like, yeah, look at this medic running around with his head cut off. No, if you let go of like any attention for a moment, we're gonna punish you. And United Beasts, they were here to play. They are not gonna be giving up any room for shenanigans or
Yeah,
messing around.
Striker, of course, sending an entire ICBM onto the combo there, but
Oh, Lego,
Lego.
takes down JR with a trap. That's something JR did not expect, and it's gonna be a disadvantage for United Beasts there. Striker gets taken down. It's a 2 down now for United Beasts. They're gonna be pushing this all the way. Oh, that was such an unfortunate event because like they were ready to push in, but great. Oh, looks like they will be popping Uber here, but they're unable to get anyone. They can recollapse with this. Hong Hat Pop, this is the perfect time to catch people off guard. CJ is caught. I don't know why he just didn't back out there, but a bit of miscommunication, I guess.
Striker gets a pick off on Sean, and that kind of it was close, but it's hard for them to turn once CJ got picked off there. Of course, we see Hong Hat Buff taking space. Maybe not. No, they're just grinding it out.
Yeah, it looks like another stalemate here. Both teams just grinding Uber. JR is gonna try the same trap that he died from. I hope he gets something here.
He's learning. Also, interestingly, JR, I mean, we've talked about this before, but he's on normal pipes. You know,
Yeah.
back when he was still playing, Iron Bomber
Oh,
wasn't out
yes,
yet, so
yes,
these are the
yes.
pipes that he's used to.
It's
Yeah,
kind of
can't
a
break the classics.
yeah, kind of an interesting take here too, cause like in process, I feel like he was doing a little bit more spam damage than Lego, but in that one mid, Lego was able to spam the medic down to like to death. So I can't really say which pipe is better, but I guess it just boils down to a personal preference.
For sure. See, Zai's taking a very aggressive
Oh, no.
peek through Saw, but
Hong is all the way in. He's
Oh, no.
looking for the medic. Gets a force. Good force from Hong there. And it's that was a great play. Hong Hat Buff is just retreating. They have the full Uber ad. They can just push this all the way. It's a free second point.
Zai is
Sean
kind of
takes down
drawing their
Striker.
attention to Saw, pushes up really far, and Hong just capitalizes off of that, bombing the map
Distraction,
in bad,
yeah.
and just gets the force, and now Hong Hat
It's a
Buff.
full Uber ad. They should
Full Uber
take this
ad.
all the way.
And they know that JR is close, sticking off the shutter. If they go right now, they can probably get
Oh,
in.
God.
Galdo is doing a
Galdo.
very good job of slowing him
what
down
a
with this air
delay.
blast.
Great
Finally
delay.
falls down, but
Lego
not
able
before
to
Lego
kill
gets
three.
so many kills.
Oh my goodness. And
Yeah,
there you
that's a
go. Hong Hat
Clean
Buff.
Uber.
Clean Uber. Great play from Hong there, and for Hong had to realize that wait, we don't gotta trade here. We just gotta wait for the players, and then we can just win second and last. Good play from Hong Buff there.
Wong for sure has been, critically getting these very important forces.
Forces.
Yeah, absolutely critical for them to push out here. He is the man. I mean, man of the hour for sure. These bombs are just impeccable. Just absolutely impeccable. Forcing Winter constantly.
Meanwhile, at this next mid, once again a little bit slower, but Hong finds his opening instantly into the death trap of the United Beasts. They are just all looking at his landing position, taking him out instantly. Now the opening is ready for Avon and the scouts to push forward, but
Starling
going really tough. Starling falls finally. The rest of the blue players are out. Hong Hat Buff knows when they're done, and thankfully will hold on to a nice little Uber play defense here. While the rest of United Beasts, they're pushing grass. They want to go forward now.
Yeah,
they know they have the numbers
relatively quickly, and they haven't really had the opportunity to fall all the way back. We could see a big bomb coming out from Striker here, but he's nowhere to be seen yet. Avon does get picked off early. Where is Striker?
He isn't saw fighting Hong.
They're trying to get the force here. They pick off Sean, so this isn't too bad for United Beasts if they can get out alive. Lego trying to take this aggressively, stick the med off, but
CJ
gets picked off in return.
CJ eats a pipe to save his team. Able to get Winter out of that sticky situation, literally.
Even players. It's gonna be hard for Hong Hat Buff to push this. I mean, they have to chill. Again, not what they wanted out of that for sure.
Yep,
yeah, it's a shame too, because it was a demo pick. They had the demo advantage, which means you don't have to worry about stickies, you don't have to worry too much about getting juggled in an entrance. But they were just like, no, let's reset, let's get it nice and calm. We have the numbers advantage, right, in terms of like rounds, right? We don't need to be the aggressor. We just can play a tight defense game and grind this out as long as it needs to. Find our opening when it's a little bit better.
See JR Sticks getting blasted. I mean, I want to see some funky sticky action. I think we've seen some funky stickies coming out from the side of JR and Saw, but they're not falling for it. They don't want to fall into his little trap that you set up there. Both teams taking it relatively slow. They don't want to...
Here it is, Striker. Jumps his way into cheese. He's pulling some attention back while the main event happens. Avon goes straight to the medic, hiding in the barrels. Finally gets forced. That was interesting. They like locked in. That was like a heat-seeking missile going straight for the medic, hiding underneath the bridge. And now they're pushing into this mid, but they don't have any Uber. They just have the numbers advantage. And there goes the farm, or sorry, I say farm, the milk from Winter, who was able to at least survive, but they lost the demo. JR was really critical for converting this position on mid, and now Hong Hat Buff are pushing forward with their explosive classes with a much better advantage overall. But they decided to back out. Oh no.
Well, I guess they almost got what they wanted, but they were unable to convert it. It looks like another stalemate here for both teams. Kind of a very slow TF2, but you know, we like to play it safe. Oh, we do see the bucket trap from JR here. Will it be able to get anything? I'm quite curious to see if anybody will be walking into that. But we're just waiting for sacks here from both teams. I'm curious. I was told by Sherlock that a very popular pick here when you're stalemating in second of Snakewater is Sniper, because it's kind of impossible to sack here as a soldier when you're the one defending. But yeah, he said that Sniper was very viable for Hong Hat Buff here if they wanted to run it.
I could agree with that.
From that.
Here we go. Fine, almost dropping low. He has the force. Great force from Avon and Striker here. Here we go. That was
just running rounds around them, just unable to catch him. He's on the floor, he's on the pipe, he's everywhere.
Starling is spotting here, trying to see if he can take down anyone with him. But here we go. That's a use from Winter. They're trying to get somebody. Hong does end up going down. They're looking for more here. Sees the entire combo at Saw. CJ is taking high ground. He's looking for more. Tries to Focus Lego down, gets the second here. He's looking for more. Sean, will he be able to kill Sean? CJ dropping dangerously low. Sean is trying to look for more here, but CJ is just running laps around Hong half buff. Oh my god, he's still alive. What is happening? Here we go, the collapse!
Soldiers.
Great double bomb from Avon and Striker. There we go. CJ buying enough time for his team and able to take down the remaining players. Hong is going down as well. CJ is looking to cap the
They
point.
want this.
Drawing eyes, CJ. Avon with the double kill. They will be able to cap this. Oh my goodness. CJ.
Buying so much time for the soldiers there, you know, soldiers coming back. Striker and Avon, of course, just always going massive on these soldiers on Snakewater here. We see these are just absolutely massive bombs coming out on the side of United Beasts. So if they can keep this up, I think they have this in the bag. But of course, Hong had, you know, good at making changes to how they play. So we'll see how they deal with that. Maybe more passive scouts. Of course, that was only possible because Starling died late on mid. So.
Ooh, Hong is really fast, and Sean underneath as well in the backlines is going to make it very difficult for the United Beasts to survive this onslaught. They finally take out JR, which is actually pretty good for them. Or sorry, yeah, United Beasts lose JR, which is not good for them. And Sean is still causing havoc, pushing in cheese, pulling the players all the way back while the rest of the players can move in through grass. The combo is taking second, basically for free, on the threat of Sean alone. Just an incredible mid. Soldier survived too. You rarely see a mid decided by a soldier that survives.
Very interesting, like whenever Hong Hat Buff loses a point, they just immediately clap back with a very dominant showing on mid here. It's like, you know, you almost wonder why can't they just keep doing this throughout the entire series, but...
Oh, Zeiss just capping, but yeah. Oh, does end up taking Avon here. Kados on the heavy, kills Sean. It's a recollapse here from United Beasts and it's working incredibly well. What?
Farm drop.
Oh, Hong is going for a market garden. He does get it. Striker and Hong trade each other. Oh my god, Hong is a madman. United Beasts will be taking the second point. Lego. Oh, able to kill JR. Oh my goodness. JR went for the 1v1.
That's the best part about demo is it doesn't matter if you're at 100 health or 3 health. You can survive and you can kill someone, and JR had the better, or did not have the better angle, and Lego was able to just clean up at 3 HP, no less.
Oh, and it was
getting forced back.
That was a pretty funny 1v1 because, you know, like what Rose said, you can live as a demo with whatever HP, but like if it's a demo v demo, it's gonna take a while for you to hit something because you have pipes and stickies. And
playing pretty far back here, we see Red on the side of last, and we see Hong Hat Buff building lower. So, I mean, second is almost free. There's just literally no one on this point, but very cautious play from the side of both teams.
Yeah, they do not want to lose another round because they're gonna. But
that's a big advantage.
Yeah, big advantage.
Whoever takes the round, yeah.
Yeah, Snakewater notorious for being a difficult last to push, difficult last to break. This is definitely one where Sniper can shine for sure. The defensive sentry, which you're seeing right now, just covers all the angles really well. Your medic is really hard to get pressured if that sentry is watching. And now we actually see some pressure coming in through the window and the shutters. They managed to grab Avon, who was inside of the spawn, trying to make the escape. And that pick alone might just create the opening that they need. They're going to start pushing up. They're getting the buffs out. Hong Hat Buff now wanting to do another peeking. They're taking liberties with this one pick, now getting the ground with the sentry gun down, and JR is all alone, and Starling just goes straight to the cap. It's a free win!
Oh my god! Dude, Hong drawing so many eyes did not realize that Starling was already on the point. Great play from Hong Hat Buff. Hong literally hat buff.
5 people there to distract them away from the point.
Hong literally hat buff. They did not see Starling. They did not see Starling capping the point.
So 1 point advantage for the side of Hong Hat Buff. Of course, this is United Beast pick, so not looking too good for the side of United Beast.
Oh, JR dropping dangerously low. Looks like Sean will be bombing in here. Nope. Oh, yep.
Hong is in.
Hong is in. Ends up going down. JR dropping dangerously low. Lego takes him down. Lego goes down as well. United Beasts favoring this mid. And Sean is gonna try to salvage, gets air shot, I think, and will be dropping to his death, unfortunately. Nice try from Sean there to salvage something. But it's a looks like a full Uber ad here for United Beasts. But they have to take this fast if they wanna do this Uber, but it looks like it's gonna go back to even.
I think what United Beasts are really good at is, they're very good at absorbing these bombs coming out from Hong and Sean. I mean, of course, Hong and Sean are really good soldiers. They're doing a lot, but of course, you see Avon and Striker getting so much more value because it just seems like Hong Hai Buff isn't able to absorb these bombs as well as the side of United Beasts have been. So, the key really lies in the soldiers of United Beasts here to really make something happen throughout the entirety of Snakewater.
Avon tried to do a skip jump through the entrance, but quick on the trigger is Lego, who's now pushing forward here to create some ground in lobby. It's going to be very difficult for the United Beast to hold this down, but Lego's a little bit shaky, decides to back off, just worried about the Striker and Cheese window. And now the fight looks like it wants to happen. They don't want to give it up. CJ now taking the Uber straight into the face of Zeist. Gets his own Uber, makes the way against the enemy demo. JR is just now getting flashed kind of low on this. If United Beast can rally right now, they could potentially grab these stragglers.
Avon goes down. CJ dropping dangerously low. It's
JR
2
gets a
down
pick
now
on
for
Farm.
United Beasts. JR the GOAT. Hong will go down to CJ. They can push this all the way to last. All they have to do is just kill
They
them.
need to get oh
Zeist! Great quad kill. He's looking for more. Will he be able to take down Striker? Will be
No
backing
break.
off. But great play from Zeist there. Able to clean up really quickly. That almost looked like United Beasts round there. Oh,
Yeah, of
Striker
course.
going down
the
the shot.
individual prowess coming out again, like they've said, from the side of Hong Hai Buff, really shutting down these players coming out from United Beasts semi-consistently as well, because if you have everyone that's good enough to make these plays, then someone is going to make them eventually.
Yeah,
Sorry, the Hong Hai Buff is starting to make their way forward. They're flooding through the window, while the rest of United Beasts are playing a pretty reasonable defense. They've got so many players on all angles. Avon backcapping, Striker to meet up with them in a moment. Kaldaw's also cleaning up Sean and going into Lego head on with 2 clean shots. And Winter just healing on mid, why not? Zeist trying to go for the med, not going to be able to do anything in the face of a fully healed Scout. This is United Beast's game right now.
Caldo's with an amazing 5k there, cleaning up and literally
Also,
owning
already
Hong Hai
in.
Buff. They're in. It's 2-2 now. Caldo's doing a lot of work for his team, able to kill 5. Dang. That was so quick too. Like, I don't think he missed a shot there.
We'll see if the Hong Hai Buff curse is true. We'll see if they immediately clap back with a point cap in less than 30 seconds again.
Oh, yeah,
If they
yeah.
don't, this could look pretty dicey for the side of Hong Hai Buff. I mean, when the games are drawn out, United Beasts have a proven track record to kind of close things out a bit more than any other team so far in this tournament.
Really want to see when JR has the opportunity to push forward with the heals and just dominate with some sticky spam. Right now, the opening is not happening for United Beast. They're playing very passive, waiting for the initiation. Sean takes a huge bit of damage, has to rotate all the way back, and Hong not really finding the opening that they want either.
He's in.
Woo. There it goes. The bomb is coming in, but now they're collapsing on the bombers themselves. That was a really good coordination by CJ and Kaldaw's, and now the initiation from Avon is able to push the rest of the blue players out. It's just Starling on the point, and a clean pipe secures that kill. The numbers advantage is all you need to take second here. Let's see how they hold Hong Hai Buff.
I mean, that's a scary thing for JR to do there. He walks through kitchen, and then suddenly in the middle of the mid, you turn around and you see a demo man waddling at you through kitchen with a sticky bomb. I mean, that's a terrifying sight to see if you're Hong Hai Buff. Uses on both sides. Hong Hai Buff looking to take the space more. JR gets caught lower, and Hong Hai Buff seemingly want to push this mid, taking it pretty aggressively, taking a space really quick. And yeah, no breathing room for the side of United Beast. One small error and it's Hong Hai Buff's game again.
Yeah. It's, I felt like this game has been going on for like 5 million years, but like it's just back and forth action and a lot of stalemates. 6 minutes left on the clock. It's still 2-2. This is very, very close.
Both soldiers. Winter is so slippery, 30 HP, he might.
Oh!
Does he live? He's 50
Striker
HP.
nearly takes down Farn there. Oh, CJ! Oh my, he
Thought
ran into
direct
the...
coming out from window. This
Yeah.
might not be so good. I don't think they want to stay here. Winter's not the healthiest right now. Legos tries to jump him.
Caldo's
That's
1v1
an,
with Zeiss there. Zeiss does manage to come out on top. It's HHB's man advantage here. 3 down for United Beasts.
Early
Will
damage
they be
there on
pushing this
the
all the way?
early damage on Winter made it really hard for
Ooh.
Oh, here we go from lower. Farn a bit disconnected from his combo. Zeiss might drop dead. Oh my god, you almost died to that rocket jumping soldier.
Striker.
Zeiss is looking for more. They have to get out of this. It's a bad Uber. Yeah, there you go. Successfully.
Even gets
Zeiss.
picked off. They might want to turn this. I mean, JR is still alive, but
Oh, they're 2
do
down
have
though. I
some
don't think they should
players.
turn this.
They're just playing lobby. Wow, Hong Hat Buff just managing to squeak out a defense, no counter-offensive. And now they want to push forward again with this numbers advantage. They have all their players. They're making their way into the point now. They've got
Caldos
Countouts,
goes
they've got
down,
Striker.
Striker
Hong
goes
has
down.
created so much
Winter,
damage
oh no.
for the team to clean up.
Oh my. What's happening? JR almost gets somebody, but there you go. Starling finishing off the cap. That was a great bomb from Hong, able to kill 2 and giving them instantaneously the advantage.
yeah, these bombs on last year, I mean, that's kind of like the detriment, right? Like we've said, you know, as a team, they've been absorbing the bombs really well, and part of absorbing that bomb really well is, you know, having a team kind of be on the same page when it comes to bombing soldiers. And the issue when it comes to that at last is everyone is looking at Hong when he bombs in, then who's looking at point, right? So
Yeah,
Hong
the Hong
immediately
bomb.
puts 2 scouts on point, and they managed to get the cap twice in a row now. So they need to be more wary of this kind of ideology that they have, especially on last pushes. But it's working pretty decently in the mid so far. I mean, they have...
Oh, Caldo's able to pick off Sean, and Avon does go down here. Striker trying to look for more, but Farn is protected really well by Lego and Zeiss. Striker gets picked off.
I was waiting for the arrow for Hong. He's like desperately jumping for that arrow. Finally gets it to try and 1v1 the scout. Thankfully, a little bit of support was able to get that kill onto Caldos, but Hong almost was able to survive and live long enough, but only 1 arrow could save him in that moment. Now, the rest of Hong Hat Buff want to push, but they get in a little bit of opposition from United Beasts, who are playing a very good defense. In front of this Saw, the soldiers are up now as well. It's looking like a full reset. We'll see how they're going to be able to crack or find cracks in the defense to be able to make forward or push forward and grab some ground here on the second point.
Ooh,
It looks like they're taking the bus through Saw.
This JR trap on the pipe. I'm curious to see if somebody will be taken out by this trap here. 3 minutes left on the clock. Oh, almost Hong. If he didn't jump any higher than that, he would have been taken out. But great defense here from United Beasts. Sean is looking for more. Winter is just milking it really well. He doesn't care.
The
Getting
execution of these bombs is just like the level of execution required to execute these bombs that Hong Hat Buff are doing are so high. Because of how
Yeah.
they're playing around these bombs. I mean, the damage that they're doing is really, really good, but it's so hard to get like a good bomb here. But we see Hong Hat Buff using and Saw, Legos, reaching the
Lego is all the
stratosphere.
way up. CJ almost gets taken out by that trap here.
Zeiss and Farn get picked off, and
Good damage. Hong is all the way behind. Will he be able to kill Winter? Lego.
Starling. He's behind and Saw. He might get a pick off on JR here. No one knows he's here.
Starling is looking for more.
He gets
Takes
another
down
one.
CJ.
He gets 2.
Striker does end up killing Starling here.
Puts an end to this reign of terror on the backline.
Almost. Great follow-up from Lego and Hong, able to kill Winter there. I didn't even know Hong was behind, and I have X-ray vision. What the heck?
Meanwhile, Striker is playing a nice little hiding position. If the players can call it out, Striker can go for a play right now. He's going to be playing with just a little bit longer. All right, doesn't get seen. This is the moment.
Here we go.
The initiation is going out to the point. They're going to pull some attention away, and then Striker's going to clean house right now. Striker finally comes in on the medic, gets the kill, but one medic kill is not enough when you lose your whole team. You're just dead now.
Unfortunately.
He needed to get in there sooner.
1 minute left on the clock. I mean, we might see them try something funny and play around the match timer and just try to get the cap point.
Yeah,
But,
they. Oh wait,
Probably not.
they're pushing all the way here. Whoa. Oh,
Okay, they do get a
okay.
cap.
No funny shenanigans. They're gonna play TF2 for TF2's sake. They're not gonna try and cheese a win with a minute of spawn camping.
You know, we've seen that happen before, and what happened was they got rolled all the way back, and I think they did that. Previously a team did that to United Beast, and United Beast rolled all the way back on Snakewater as well. So of course, Hongapa very wary of that possibility, not trying anything funny there. So it is a 2-point advantage for the side of Hongapa. This is probably gonna be a 5-point cap. So United Beast, of course, would have to cap 3 points out in succession to be able to win this match.
We're in for a long haul, depending on how this mid goes. Right now,
Galdos
some
goes
good aggression
down.
from Honghat Buff is putting a ton of damage, but they are getting met in kind by the scouts of United Beast. They are doing some amazing work of playing defense and chasing down these frags. Starling has no chance whatsoever. The time limit has been set to 0, folks. The winner of this match is whoever can get to 5 rounds, and if United Beast wants to do that, like Vytal got alluded to, we're going to be seeing 3-round wins if they want to take this to round 3, map 3. We'll see how this defense goes.
Soldier Uber on Hong, walking up with that original. But doesn't really find much to get the Uber off. We'll see how
Barn goes
they handle
down.
this post.
Great pick from JR Hong. What a massive air shot from.
It's a massive collapse from Striker.
This is a good start. United Beast.
Uber and
Wait, surely it's not a.
everyone is
5-4
dead. I
comeback.
mean, this is a free cap.
Galdos.
1
Yeah, no,
point
this
out.
is
Here we
They're
go.
bringing it back.
momentum.
Here we go.
They're bringing it back. All right.
Oh my goodness.
Very fast round coming from United Beast. I mean, I mean, looking at how they played that mid and how they played that round, you can see slight adjustments to kind of the way that they're handling the bombers here. So I think their coach definitely coming in clutch for that one. But we'll see how they play this mid. See if Honghat Buff changes anything up.
I'm gonna have eyes on Lego. I've been seeing a lot of the action on this POV yet. Very much faster and usually putting down some good sticky spam to kind of hold off these players, keep them from being in the open. And now the
Lego
follow-up is
walking
good.
forward.
This distraction is enough for Lego to just walk forward, and Sean cleans up the medic. Very nice. But the return bomb comes out from Striker and the soldier Avon. They're doing a really good job. Sean now cleaning up one. It's a soldier v soldier, and Blue is sitting on the throne right
Both
now.
entire teams are dead. Oh, that is a pretty close mid. I mean, it kind of goes to show how evenly matched both of these teams are.
Oh, Sean.
Oh.
Oh, I
We're
thought
gonna
he
be
would
seeing
go
a
for Avon
second
there.
mid here, folks. This is rare.
No.
When the mid ends in a sort of like parry.
Yo,
Avon
Avon
gets
is
out.
out. Whoa.
Hong
Striker's
tries for
still on
something.
mid.
Gets an early
but
pick of
no
JR.
Oh no.
This
That's.
doesn't
I think
look
that
too good.
spells
No demo
doom.
is out.
Yeah, that spells doom for United Beast. JR had to live there for them to be able to contest mid, and unfortunately, JR gets taken down. Sean is going for more here.
Winter
He
takes
looks
it
for a
direct. He's
bomb.
10 HP.
Oh.
With no heals on the front lines, it's going to be very difficult for United Beast to defend here. Medic is just playing so passive on the bridge, throwing arrows to try and close that gap. And now Kaldos, though, not giving up.
No fear.
Kills
Drops through window.
Starling
2
and
shots
Hong.
Hong.
Yeah.
Absolutely no fear in these players. They want the win. They're chasing this win.
Caldo's the GOAT.
They have nothing to lose. United Beast want to take it all the way. I mean, you would think, you know, like, these games are so close, you know, you respect your opponents more. Kaldos, he doesn't care. He just goes in, 2 shots in. Just another day for Kaldos.
Cal GOAT's in the chat. Anyone?
We'll see how they take this Uber.
It's just going to
Both
be one of
teams.
those moments where you try and get your soldiers in. You got to give it an opening. And right now, they're not even in SAW. They're not even really looking for any opportunity. They're just deciding, okay, how do we want to approach this? Right now, I think the best option... a lot of players have been doing this, not only in this match alone, but across time, is just kind of sending a soldier to distract, and then one soldier goes through SAW, just like the main SAW entrance, and tries to hone in on the medic. So we'll see what kind of initiation can happen here, what kind of distraction play can pull the attention so that the real threat, the soldier, can jump through. Here comes the initiation. Striker goes in. Has the opening. The window is completely open!
It's a double sync for Striker. Takes down far, and it's the full Uber ad for United Beasts. Oh my god!
Did I say distraction? I just meant go straight in and don't get contested at all.
Oh my god!
United Beasts, they have the window to win this and take it to map 3. They have a full Uber advantage. There's a defensive sniper in Zeist right now. We'll see when that will come into play, but they got to be ready. They're playing so passive. They're on their mid, waiting for the respawns before they can even push out. You gotta push up. You have the advantage. Go, go, go!
The Rising Star looking for a pickoff here. Will he be able to drop the man? He's looking for more. He has to misses the first shot.
Respect that
yeah, they're
sniper.
going all the way back here. They do end up popping Uber.
Up Uber for the space, maybe not the best, but I mean,
Yeah.
It's just so.
That was kind of a bad play, but you know, you can never count Zeist out. So respect pop there for United Beasts there. They don't
The
want
saving
to
grace
do
here.
that.
There is a saving grace. Blue is currently playing defense, right? They're not going to be trying to do for a play or go for a play. They have their sentry set up. They're not going to be able to go for any kind of thing. So they can just reset, get the Uber, and United Beasts can try again with an opening, try and make something happen here. Some coordinated spam on the sentry gun. But we haven't really been in this position before where we've seen what United Beasts can do. And right now, they're looking like they want to push out. What? Hung Hat Buff has no fear. They're like, you're going to give us space? We'll take it. They just completely do it.
yeah, one more sniper. They're on second. Zai's getting launched into the air. Looks like
Sean
he's fine,
trying
but
to go for
Sean,
more, ends up getting taken down by
it's a
CJ though.
trade.
Trade Uber.
Striker!
Wait,
Barely even trade, but the soldiers, they're collapsing on bats.
Farn gets taken down.
Oh,
They can
this is a
roll this all the way
disaster
to
for
last.
Hong Hat
What a disaster!
There's a sentry, but what are you gonna do against 6 players? It gets confused and
Oh,
they
here
kill
we
it.
go. It's 4-4 now.
What was I saying?
4-4.
4-4 for United.
Hung Hat Buff. I was literally describing why you don't push out, and this is demonstrative of why you don't push out. They thought they had enough of an advantage, but they really weren't building. And not only that, they just kind of didn't really do anything with the Uber they had. It was just mostly getting a little bit of ground, and then they got collapsed on the escape. Just unfortunate. And now,
Every
going into
map
this
so
last
far.
round, take us away, one of you.
United Beasts.
Every map.
I think it's United Beasts. A lot of momentum for this mid here. Let's see how they play this mid. Looks like Hong is trying to bomb really early here. A lot of space here for Hong
CJ gets
Hat
picked
Buff.
off early, but Striker gets a pick off on Sean.
Hong
There
is
gets
trying to
bombed.
isolate JR. Gets taken down by JR as well though. A lot of space being.
It goes really far
Oh!
up.
JR with the pipe wins the 1v1 versus Lego. Avon should not die here. Oh, he ends up
So
going
much
down.
damage. They need to follow up. Starling dead? Yes! Okay.
Oh.
Zeist will get out, but that was good. They needed to keep the pressure on so that they win that fight and secure the mid. Even Uber's on both
Zeist
sides, but the
trying
respawns
for
are coming up.
something,
Zeist wants to
Catwalk.
try and stop this. Stop the respawns. He won! He does! Okay, it's
Nice
gonna
force.
be one
They
of those
can-
moments.
It's another mid again, right?
Yeah,
Surely it's another mid.
but here is Hong and Sean. They are gonna try and collapse onto the enemy players, United Beasts. They need to try and find some ground here and get some frags before Hong completely runs over JR.
Hong is going for
Oh.
JR. Oh, unfortunately.
Okay, they
unable
managed to get that
it.
pick. Right now,
think it's
they're
pick
they're
on Sean.
trading 1-for-1. It's looking relatively even. The cap goes off. The forward spawns are in United Beast's hands.
Oh,
They lose their
Zeist
demo man,
takes
but they
on
still have
JR.
forward spawns.
Oh.
I got Jen
Okay.
Avon going down.
That
Okay, they
looked
get
like
one
a
forward spawn. That's it.
yeah, that looked like United Beasts mid there, but Hong Hat Buff able to take it really quickly. That was kind of a misplay there for Hong. I don't know why he ended up going for JR when Winter was like wide open that mid. But yeah, it looks like they are pushing second
When
now.
you get
Sean
hit by a pipe?
all the way up. What a combo from Sean and Lego! Sean
Oh.
able to convert that pipe into a kill.
They need something
It's
here
all
from the
in now.
side of
United Beast has to go in for the frags. They send in Avon and Caldas alone. Didn't have the backup from JR and CJ. So
This
now
is-
it's just going to be a desperate sentry placement and JR's stickies to try and hold off a little bit of time. Hong Hat Buff are going to secure this game, this entire lower bracket finals with this cap right now. The pressure is on. The Uber
And
is
they get it.
available, and they just
they get
pick
it.
it
There
up.
you go. What a commendable effort from United Beasts there. That was really close.
Absolutely, such a close game on both maps. Both maps came down to that one final point, you know, process. we had a 3-2, and now in Snake War we had a 5-4. It's unbelievably close game for the side of United Beast. So I mean, very well played to them. They made they lost their first game in Invite, of course, made a lower bracket run all the way through the entirety of the lower bracket, and got themselves third place here in Invite. So of course, next game we have Xiao versus Hong Hat Buff. So both of them guaranteed top 2, both of them stay in Invite, everyone else gets the boot. They have to requalify next season. But taking a look at the logs here, Lego 300 DPM on a demo man.
Yeah, I was going to say the thing that's been consistent through both matches so far has been Lego's damage, topping the charts both times, just finding those openings, those opportunities to just completely shred. And even right now, as the players are leaving, Lego's like, "Yo, Scrim, they they want to play more." That was a commendable sportsmanship from both teams, just really respecting each other and having a great match for us and for the viewers.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, Zeiss talked about it, how yes, they wanted to disrespect Hong Hat, but they wanted to play like they they wanted to disrespect United Beast, and they wanted to play like that. But what he said previously was that he knows they're a very strong team, and they didn't fear, but they wanted to play with confidence because they know that United Beast, they have the potential to close the game against them, and for sure they definitely showed it. Very, very close game on both maps. Zeiss, of course, 27-13 on the scout. Very strong KDs here on the side of Hong Hat Buff. Very few deaths. Surgical gameplay from the scouts, I would say.
Yeah, Cowdogs was no slouch either, topping the charts with the most kills. We saw that earlier. Cowdogs just with no fear running into some players and completely 1v1ing, 1v2ing a couple times as well. Just complete havoc on the battlefield as a scout. We love to see it. Really demonstrating United Beast has legs, and wow.
Yep.
I mean, I don't really see anything else on these logs. You guys see anything of note?
I think I see quite the difference here for the medics. Winter has 9 deaths while Farn has 14. So I think that's a really huge factor, because more deaths for the medic means there's less Ubers for you. But still, despite the difference in deaths, HHB was still able to come out on top. So hats off to them. And Winter as slippery as ever. So
yeah, I think we saw really I think what exemplifies this the most is we saw that one play on mid where it was even Ubers, only Zeiss and the medic were alive, but Zeiss, of course, being the main caller for Hong Hat Buff, he called use on me, we stop point, and we retake this mid, we refight this mid on advantage, because of course United Beast, they're gonna want to kind of encroach on this scout on point. I nearly said tracer, on the scout on point. So that in itself, that call sealed the deal for Hong Hat Buff. Very good call coming out from Zeiss there.
Zeiss.
To just aggressively hold that point, wait for the spawners and retake the mid, and just roll that all the way to last. So and I think that kind of main calling, that kind of decision making is what put Hong Hat Buff slightly, I mean, it's so slight, but slightly above what they needed against United Beast, right? Like even despite this, I think that strategic decision making was slightly superior on the side of Hong Hat Buff.
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest here. In the higher divisions, everybody has the DM. And I think in the higher divisions, even in maybe games such as for example, let's say CS:GO or Valorant, it's just like a chess match, since everybody's already refined to the point where they won't miss a shot, they won't miss a jump, they won't miss a bomb. So it all boils down to the decision making from each players, what to fight, what not to fight, who to isolate, who not to isolate, and all that. So yeah, hats off to both teams. A huge showing, I'd still say, from United Beasts. From 4-2, they were able to make it to 5-4. So that was insane from them. And any other thoughts, Ro?
I just have to say TF2 is thriving, folks. TF2 is thriving. This game has been around forever, and it's still just so fun to watch, so exciting. Early on, that first map, we had so many air shots, so many direct rockets. It was like blowing my mind, and I was so pleased, because really that's where That's where the serotonin is produced. Is in the direct rockets, hitting people in the air, direct pipes. It's excellent stuff. Anyway, yeah, this was a great showing. Both high caliber teams, and you can't wish for more than a one match difference, one round difference for your TF2 competitive. That was excellent. Really glad I was able to join, and we'll be seeing more. I believe the grand finals is Sunday, right, folks? You want to check it out?
Yeah, we're gonna have a post-match interview. So we're gonna have an interview with JR on the side of United Beast first. So we'll try to get him on soon, very soon, very soon. Give it like a minute because I think he's connecting his camera. But of course, I mean, from the beginning, I think Ifan said in chat, right? You know, people expected United Beast as the last place team. They expected them to be the absolute dead last, and they got third. Like that is insane.
Mhm.
Every single match they've won has been an upset, and this nearly was a enormous upset. Like even then, like even losing this game, securing third place is a monumental feat. Especially for this team, they were happy to be here. They nearly beat them out, so it's
Yeah,
massive kind of a showing from the side of United Beast.
it is, and it was still a Cinderella story for United Beasts. Able to come out third still. It was a really huge showing, especially against Hong Hatpuff and the other favorite teams. So good job to both of them. I guess we're just now waiting for JR here, right? For the post match interview.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I'm interested to see what JR has to say because, or at least about the team, kind of the strategy and all kinds of things related to United Beast. You know how they felt. Of course, closing out or not closing out that 5-4, but uh, for sure, I think they have a lot to say, especially making it this far into the tournament is a massive thing, right? They didn't make the cut to make it so like they don't have to qualify. So they, unfortunately, United Beast have to re-qualify for invite again. Invite is pretty hard to get into now. Only the top two teams get to keep their spots. So for the next season, I think we have only 4 teams get to qualify to invite. So we're waiting on JR here. I'm interested to see what he has to say. I'm very interested to see what they have to bring the next season because this is a team that hasn't been together that long. They haven't scrimmed a lot. We've talked to them. They don't scrim that much. But having these kinds of performances with barely any scrims is massive. It's huge, and I definitely want to see a lot more of specifically this team and these players for sure. I think JR is.
Oh, hey, there it is. Welcome, JR.
Hello. Wait. Oh, okay. Wait. So use the link that you gave me?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Share my camera. Is that good? Default. Okay. Yeah. I'll press start, is it? Okay. Alright.
Welcome.
All right.
Hey, folks.
Okay, JR.
Hey.
You guys made it to third. I mean, you guys unfortunately didn't close it out. Extremely close game. Did you guys expect it to be that close?
Honestly, we thought we were going to get rolled 5-0, 5-0, but we managed to put up a good fight. I mean, we didn't want to let HHB get an easy winner from us, so I'm glad we made them sweat a bit, give them give them a little bit of nervousness, but I guess they were the better team today, but hats off to our players.
Dude, I think you made them sweat more than a bit. You nearly took both maps off them. You nearly took their own map pick off them on process. You nearly took a snake water off them. So I'm kind of interested, right? Because we've seen you do really well on Gully Wash, and I talked to Hong Hat Buff, and they said, "Oh, you guys are a really strong Gully Wash team. So why snake water? Why did you guys choose snake water for your map pick?"
Well, I think because we mostly played a lot of snake water rather than gully in officials as well as scrims. So I think going into the match, we were more comfortable with snake water. I mean, as you can see, the score was really close. So I guess the map pick worked out well, but I guess it wasn't enough. But yeah, we were more comfortable with snake water.
Yeah, I mean, we saw in Snake Water, you guys were 4-2 down, and you guys were slowly turning it back. It was nearly a reverse sweep. How did that feel? I mean, were you guys like anxious at all, being 1 point away from losing, or were you guys just like looking forward and seeing we can do this, we need 5 points, and we're just doing it all the way?
Yeah, I mean, even when we were 4-2 down, we were like, guys, it's not over. It's banning config. We can do something about it. So, thanks to the config, I guess. Yeah, but
Spirit
we
of
managed to,
Banny.
we tried to put a, yeah, I mean, I'm only 1 year younger than him. So, just putting it out there.
All right.
Dang.
But yeah.
I mean, amazing showing from you guys, I think. It was nearly an upset. Personally, I didn't think it was gonna be that close on process. I thought that process was gonna be a blowout, and then it was gonna be a lot closer on the second map. But even then, I mean, turning it back from a 4-2 to a 4-4 and eventually a 5-4. I mean, I have no words. Like you don't see that happen every day, and that kind of sheer determination that you guys needed to have to nearly turn that snake water into a win was like amazing. So big hats off, literally all hats off to you guys for sure. Very interested to see you guys coming back and playing next season for sure. I mean, you guys did so well. I can't say anything more. And of course, I think we've talked about it before, but do you have any words for your for Hong Hat Buff? Do you have anything you want to say to them?
Good luck against Yao. I mean, hope it will be longer than 10 minutes. So, but yeah, I mean, yeah, they played really well today. So yeah, good luck.
For
Sure. It's basically Yao versus everyone else. So we did we like for the other teams, we tried to fight Xiao, but obviously we was really close today as well. So if we could have fought Xiao, well, okay. To point out, just to clear up something, we made the deal whereby we would not lose to Xiao in invite, and technically we haven't lost to Xiao. So we managed to get our So we managed to accomplish our goals
of not losing to Xiao.
Right, of not losing to Xiao.
So yeah, I mean for Time and Road, do you guys have anything to ask? I mean, you have the man himself here.
JR.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I have to ask anything else, but like, what were your, if ever you did end up winning, what would be your thoughts if you would face Shao? What would be the play here? Like, how would you guys play? Would you like change your play style like immensely, or would you still stick to the thing that worked?
I mean, it's Xiao, so we would definitely try what we know best first, and if that doesn't work, probably change it up. We have other strats as well, but against them, it might or might not work. But I mean, the goal was again to last longer than 10 minutes, probably.
All right. Last question, right? In process, when you guys did that astronaut sack, the iPhone strat, who called that?
I probably Striker or Kaldos, because they were in position to do the astronaut sack. So
Okay.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean,
I was like, when I saw the play happen, it was like, oh my god, I know this strat. It's the astronaut sack from iPhone, and it was it worked, and against Div once, no less, right? So that was a great map for you guys. Congrats on on
So
almost winning that
how
map.
about the Road? Do you have any questions for JR?
Yeah. So JR, you mentioned how you were worried about getting rolled on process, right? And I just want to say the reason you didn't get rolled is you. There were like one or two. There were at least two lasts where you like single-handedly shredded the entire team and held for your team, and we were just like, JR, we were popping off for you, man. You're doing excellent stuff on process. So like, if you want to know why it wasn't a roll, you were a linchpin in your team's defense and aggression to try and snake out that win. But obviously, just margins, very small margins by which Hong Hat Buff pulled it out. But you were definitely a contributing factor to how close it was and how well you guys performed. So I just wanted to give hats off to you. Your process performance was really great.
Thank you. I mean, credit to the team as well. I mean, we defended really well. We attacked really well. I guess, just minor mistakes cost us the game. But together as a team, pretty good against the second seed, I guess. So, hats off to everyone in the team.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, thank you so much, JR. Not just like for playing, but for having the interview, doing everything.
Sure.
having someone that is so like happy to do interviews and all that means a lot, because it's pretty hard to get people for interviews for sure. So definitely hats off to you in that department. Again, your process, your performance and process on demo man was crazy, right? So many of the time, right? Hong Hat Buff was trying to push into that blast. Your stickies just kill tree. Like what can they do? So you were the king of process basically. No one could stop you there. So thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for playing this season. Thank you so much for this interview. And yeah, we'll get Zeiss soon
All right.
from the side of Hong Hat Buff to see what he has to say.
All right. Thanks for having me, guys.
All right. Congrats, JR. Hats off to you, and hats off to your entire team for playing.
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely want to see more of him and his team coming forward into the season, because it's an amazing thing to be able to kind of have these players and clobber these players around together and just beat out on paper like a lot of these other stronger teams. So it is quite a feat for a team to do that. Definitely hats off to the side of United Beast. And not to count the rest of the players out, I think every single one of United Beast did really well. We saw Striker with amazing bombs. Striker and
Yeah.
yeah. Soon we will get Zeist in, and hopefully. Yeah, and I think another thing to say is Winter, of course, we don't talk about medics a lot, but I think Winter throughout for sure throughout the entirety of the season, the games that we have casted, which are all of them, we cast every game, always here on CappingTV. But the games that we did cast, I mean, he is slippery as shit. It is
Yep.
like impossible to hit him hard. Like you would have to catch him completely off guard, and you would have to hit him with like a one tap basically for you to take out Winter. He is, we've seen him play against Beef Boys. It's just insane that the things that he managed to get away with on Medic for sure. I think that Ifan coaching, of course, a really good Medic player that is coaching United Beast. Probably coming into effect there for sure. So, but yeah, now we get oh, we can't get both. Okay. All right.
Oh,
Hello.
Zeist?
Guys, question mark?
Hello. We have the Hong Hat Buff man himself. So, for sure. I mean, close game. What do you guys think? Was it closer than you expected? Did you
Of
guys
course-
expect it to be this close?
Yeah, no, we didn't actually. We came into with the mindset of just like destroying them, but they played really well. TF2, they played out of their minds. Actually, we didn't expect them to like even like come.
Yeah. Talking about predicting them picking Gullywash. Did you guys see a Snake Water pick coming? Yeah.
That's a lot of factors included. Nearly just took us out of the fucking. Sorry for swearing, but it just nearly took us out of playoffs for this
So
season.
did you guys expect it to be or like more kind of, let me rephrase the question. But I asked JR previously, did they expect to be able to take the rounds back when it was 4-2 down? But conversely, from your perspective, how did it feel? When they made it 4-4, how did it feel as a player?
It was really shocking. We didn't even expect, we didn't expect them to, because like we had the advantage into us. We were already on their second. We push into last. We sack 3, and then we just get steamrolled back to our last, and we just lose. We get wiped. It's pretty crazy. We were all pretty shocked. We had to do like some sort of mental reset for the last round. That's why the last round did take quite a lot of time to even like for us to like win it.
I want to talk about one specific play that you did. The one where your entire team died and it was just you and your medic, and then you called for the Uber to hold the point, and then you eventually managed to convert that round, which I think was the last round, right? The fifth round.
Yes.
So was that you? Did you call that play?
Yeah, it was me with like my team also, but being there by my side, they also
Yeah.
helped me call that. But
Yeah.
it was such a very tight play. If you saw the cap,
Yes,
it was so
absolutely.
close to capping. I thought we were too slow, but I decided to still go for it. Well, and that's what happened.
Yeah, I think that play, like in and of itself, having the team being able to kind of uplift you as the main caller definitely sealed the deal for that map. I think, we saw the logs, right? Winter, of course, having a lot less maps, but you guys strategically kind of outmaneuvering them on their map pick on Snakewater. So very big props to you guys. And of course, moving on to rest of casters, Time, do you have any questions for Zeiss?
Yeah. Just one. How does it feel to be like the rising star of Asian TF2?
I knew it. Okay. Honestly, it doesn't really feel like much. I'm still like I'm still not that good compared to like the older players. Like the entirety of Xiao, they're all like really good players. I look up to them the most. But considering I'm the rising star, I think I should act like one. I feel like I should have a bigger ego. I think I should just like I should just like shit talk like some of these players in the chat right now. But I'm a nice guy. I'm a humble guy at heart. Okay, at heart. Maybe not
At
in
heart.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, let's be honest, right? I met you like about a year ago, and you were in Div 3. But like after a year, here you are proving that you can definitely contend in the higher divisions in Div 1, no less. Uh, yeah. That's why I nicknamed you the rising star of Asian TF2, because to be able to skip a division like that is really really difficult, and here you are proving to yourself and everyone that I can compete at the top, and I don't need to prove to anyone else that I gotta go to Div 2 and like win Div 2. I'm just going straight to Div 1. So yeah, congrats on your win today. Hats off to your team, and hats off to you for making calls. I know you love making calls, and yeah, I think that was the main difference that made you win this map. So congratulations. How about you, Ro? Do you have anything else to ask Zeiss?
I guess it's mostly looking to the future. This Sunday, you're going to the grand finals. What's the strategy? What's the mentality that you're going to be doing to get you and your team in the zone for this grand finals?
Honestly, against Xiao, we're not really expecting much. Our team, we have like not a lot of confidence, especially after our like match against them last time. We were just getting pummeled by them on CP process, and we did manage to pick up a round on call, which was a bit shocking. We didn't expect it to happen. But going into this final match in our grand finals, I think we're just hoping to either just get more rounds or maybe even just take a map from them. Because we don't really have a lot of confidence in ourselves. But yeah, we're looking forward to it.
Well, I encourage you and your team to have that confidence, because I mean, when you're letting your confidence get shaken, you get the 4-2 to 4-4. You gotta have that mental fortitude. I encourage you, really. You guys are phenomenal. Your soldiers were so good. Lego was popping off. Medic was surfing. Y'all have the chops to compete, no matter how good any team is. So you guys are gonna be fine. Just play the game that you guys know, and you'll do great.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. I fully agree with that. I mean, don't let anyone hold you back, right? Like you've gotten this far, so you can get a bit further, right? Don't let this stop you. Don't just take a map, take the series, right? And of course, I think your main calling is pivotal, right? Like you would have not won Snakewater and potentially not even Process if it was not you calling that play. So or not. I'm not sure who initiated that idea even, but if you didn't have that, I know within the team you have a very authoritative kind of main calling presence, right? And if it was not for you, you would have not won. So hats off to you, right? You were the reason why you guys won. So definitely, keep your heads up high against Xiao. You guys took a point. You guys, I would say, had a very, very close game on product. Think true things a bit more. I mean, Xiao gets the first pick, of course, probably gonna pick Process, but start grinding out some maps. I seriously think that you guys stand a small chance. I mean, Xiao is a very, very good team, but you guys are not out of the competition. You guys are still fighting, and that's the reason why we have a grand finals. So we will have a rematch on our hands on Sunday, 8 p.m., same time, same place, here on CappingTV. Thank you so much to all the teams. Firstly, they played phenomenally. United Beast. Unfortunate to see them go. It was a very, very close game. And of course, Hong had buff. Congratulations. I mean, you guys made it to top 2, your top cut of invite, so you guys don't have to play qualifiers for next season. And yeah, you guys get to face off against Xiao for revenge match, hopefully, on Sunday. So we
Yeah.
hope to see you guys there, of course. And Time, any shoutouts for you?
Shout out to the teams that competed, Hong Hat Buff and United Beasts. Congrats on winning Zeist, and congrats on proving to everyone that this is my Cinderella story and I made it to at least third place. Congrats to United Beasts. Shout out to Vital and to Ro for inviting me here to cast. And shout out to Mitch, our production, the GOAT. Obviously, we would never have been able to do this without Mitch. And shout out to my team, Six Pack and the Guy. And yeah, that's it. How about you, Ro? Do you have any shout outs?
Shout out to TF2 and all the players who play and watch. This game is eternal. Much love.
Absolutely, I agree. I mean, we're trying our best here. It's an old game, but I think I feel like it's timeless. Of course, I played semi-professionally in Overwatch, and even coming from that perspective, watching and playing at a pro level, it doesn't even compare to how TF2 feels and kind of is to watch. So from my perspective, I feel like this is one of the best games as a spectator sport, even as a player to play. I feel like the level of execution, or kind of the level of skill required, is so high for some of these executions on the plays, especially on Soldier, that it's like Ro said, it's an eternal game. And for sure, I mean, for me, big shout out to Time and Ro for casting today. Shout out to Mitch, our production team. Ro, I know it's like way in the morning for you, so again, huge shout out for
not
turning
that
up.
early.
Shout out to
It's
Ro,
8
to be
o'clock.
honest. Shout
Yeah.
out so much.
Barely a morning.
Yeah,
Alright, if it was 5 a.m., then I'd be like a little iffy, but 8 a.m.'s fine. Come on.
Yeah, but I mean, it would have been a bit too early for me. I'm an afternoon kind of guy, but yeah, I mean,
Yeah, that's the
huge-
true TF2 gamer, is the one who wakes up at 12. That's fair.
Absolutely, yeah. But of course, again, to our players, from me to you, I mean, this is one of the final games. I know it's been a long season. I know I've been very demanding as kind of being in charge of the league, and I demanded your player pictures, your names, your logos, everything. But trust me, it's for a good reason, and it's for you. I don't take any of the sponsor money for myself. Every single dollar I get from our sponsors is going back to you, and this is. It's for you, right? This is a league for you, for our community. So I appreciate you putting up with me, especially, Zeist. I spam you a lot for pictures and stuff, but I hope I'm coming from the right place. And thank you so much for entertaining my antics, for sure. Yep, so
All right.
again, very close game today. Congratulations to Hong Hat Buff. United Beast, we'll see you next season. Xiao is our next game. Xiao versus Hong Hat Buff. We have that on Sunday, 8 p.m. Singapore time, which would be tomorrow, Sunday, same time, basically, same time, same place. We hope to see you there. Thank you so much for watching. And a big shout out to our sponsors, OneCode. Help out with a lot of stuff. Would not have been possible without them. Check them out. Very nice people. And yeah, see you next time.
Goodbye, guys. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.